Giblet channeled Thor. Giblet and Thor are besties now.
We're besties.
The head priest of Lathander or whatever his name is, that guy, he's washed. It's Jover for him. He couldn't contact Lathander.
His divine intervention didn't work, but Giblet's did.
Yeah, so Giblet is the alpha cleric. Anyway, the amulet that was cursing Goldman is now Thor amulet. Giblet want, Goldman don't want to give. Yeah, Giblet wrote a touching note.
It's me.
Seppi went to her date with the priest.
Maybe pause till he's done reading.
Oh yeah. Seppi went on her date with the priest. We spent a really long time figuring out where Mike was gonna sleep. Trying to think of other things that happened. That's
Inverse talked to the crew, I remember.
Right. Oh, the crew is dissatisfied with the state of things. They want better food. They want better weapons. Inverse has mayonnaise jar. It can produce other things, but it really should only be used to produce mayonnaise.
According to some people.
I don't even like mayonnaise.
That seemed... Oh, Penny! At the end of the session, Penny showed up. Penny's alive. Penny's here. Penny was the girl from the place.
She was in Banshee's Repose.
She's depressed. She has one of the incarnate stones.
It's still free.
I guess the incarnate stones are probably still in Sephi's office, so maybe we break into Sephi's office again. Who knows?
Snack thing. I also had some teas back there.
I think that's pretty much it. I think I nailed it.
Like a coffin, that was amazing.
Good coffee. He's remarkably on band.
What can I say?
On point. So with that, anything else? I mean, there was a lot to the Thor transformation. It was a big scene.
Yeah.
But oh, and
Dave. We know Dave. Dave is alive. Dave is fine. Dave and Giblet had a touching exchange. It was inspiration worthy. First inspiration of this campaign. Went to Giblet.
which is more my fault than you guys'.
No. I think it was a good. I think it was good. I think it tells us what level we need to rise to. Yeah. Inspiration is for outstanding performance, and clearly we haven't met that yet. So.
And I never will.
Wow.
We should be held to a higher standard.
Seppi was dead, and then we thought the same person in that curse.
I'll take your
Baphomet.
Took him.
Seppi has a dad.
Because upside down, Seppi has a dad who has a tattoo of the high priestess' daughter.
Or, well, something, the tattoo has something to do with the high priestess' daughter.
Tattoo of her.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
Down. I wrote the part down. I was like, that's important.
all I know is that the high priestess' daughter is at least somewhat celestial.
High priestess' daughter. Gallara and
Gallara.
get along so well.
Oz has an writing about that we're seeing them tag and being like, oh, there's something weird about that one. And you know what? There's a lot of weird people at yeah.
I would say, like, there's a lot of weird people in the ethereal plane in general.
But because
Us included.
the librarian was weird.
Really?
Yeah, there was something weird about her, and she said something was off about us. So the librarian's weird, and I think we should kill her.
No.
And I think we should kill her.
Kill that old bitch.
Well,
That works for me.
Inverse has left the party. This is one of those, like, this character will leave the party if you do such and such.
Giblet won't know.
Rain fall.
This is my character.
That's
my card. I love it. It's great.
No, we don't have to kill the librarian, but If the opportunity arises.
If they just happen to be turned around.
You know, Elwyn seems like he wants a little bit more blood in his life. Maybe the librarian happens to stumble in front of the glaive.
Stumble onto his glaive and
Yeah,
holding
yeah,
it out.
that was yeah.
You guys are lucky Inverse cannot hear out of game conversation.
I'm offended.
Inverse can't.
You're eating the fries?
I don't want to metagame for Inverse to give him knowledge that he can't have.
My other birthday present?
When was your birthday?
Friday.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like basically 20 years younger than me. Because I turned 39 Friday, which is why I have the cool shirt my wife got me.
That is an awesome shirt. I noticed it as you
I
walked.
have another one that's even cooler. It's like a D20 with the dragon and the ampersand symbol, like all inside it, space-like. Yeah. So I'll wear that eventually.
I'm sorry, happy late birthday.
It's okay. That's why I said, I told you guys last week, I'm definitely getting food because my birthday's Friday and his birthday's today. Yeah. It's okay. I don't feel, this is the first time you would have known to celebrate it anyways.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
It really is your fault.
So,
What is this
So,
between your two
birthday
the
present
ropes?
here, this cool little contraption for my laptop. Which is kind of,
Birthday present, and I was like, oh, maybe it's all a birthday present.
and then I got the same thing I have for traps, but for non-player characters. So can turn to and discover in this case, a gray-green Prince of the People. Yeah, so
That's
whatever
fun.
that means.
That's really
So yeah, it has like the description and the stats and all that fun stuff. So if I ever
Is it
need
for 5e?
NPCs,
It's for 5e?
it's supposed to be.
That's cool.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah.
The books, this guy's books are pretty cool. Yeah.
There's like one for side quest, crabs, encounters.
So I've got the traps one and the NPCs. I feel like Josh had a different one, or maybe this was mine.
I have a side quest one and one other one.
Nice.
That's really cool.
But
That's sick. Come on, Josh.
Birthday present. I can't remember if this is one you have or if you
I
have
have one. I actually have one,
the
but I have,
NPC one.
yeah, I have one. I have two other ones. One's the villain.
Oh, that's what it was. I remember you having a different one.
see, the three of us combine our strength, we can have all of them.
The whole stack. Yeah. So it's
Finally, at last
And
I
then-
have them all.
One of my friends who knows I don't like, I feel uncomfortable when people excessively gift me. Found out that I was using a 2003 monitor I took from my construction. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh.
The astonishing random tables. That's a fun one.
Oh, that's sick.
I want
So that's the other one that's on the list. So one of my friends, he wanted me to feel uncomfortable on my birthday, and he found out that I was using as a secondary monitor at home a monitor that's like 2003, and the block yard I worked at before I started my PhD was getting rid of it in 2012, and I took it home, and I've been using it as like a side monitor. It's like a 720 pixel like square monitor. So when they came over on Friday, we went to go to dinner with us. He got me a 35-inch curved gaming monitor. So I'm like, I don't know even what to do with this right now. But it was pretty amazing. So yeah, so it was a good birthday. We tried that 3D.
That would be the worst thing ever.
We tried that 3D mini golf thing, and that was kind of the fun thing. My wife and Ben organized. Yeah, he said the only reason that we tied on birthdays was because I'm in story mode. Was because my daughters all remembered a song that he shared with us a year or two ago that was super weird, like from the 60s. And, he's not old or anything, but it's an old weird song. It's like someone left the cake out in the rain. It's just a really weird song. So he's like, it's not a good song, it's just weird. And so we listened to it on Alexa in the whole house and everything. And so my daughters drew a picture with their acrylic paint pens of him standing over a cake that was soggy and sad, and it raining on both of them. And so he's like, I thought I would get you with this present. He's very dramatic. I thought I would get you with this present, and then your daughters would not have you suffer defeat. And they came and they said, we'll raise you our love. Because it's like, yeah, it was just a really heartfelt gift. So yeah, that was a fun. So anyways, it's the little things that you celebrate sometimes.
The little things or the 35-inch curved monitor.
Maybe. That's probably the most expensive gift anyone's gotten me. since I was like 14 and got a Nintendo 64. Or 13. I was 13 that year.
The most expensive gift I've gotten is a 3DS with Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So nobody trips on the court.
That's understandable.
With that, well, let's jump in here. Game.
Yes,
Because
we are.
we only have Ben for 45 minutes, and we
That's
want
what I
it
was
to be
gonna say.
saturated with D&D goodness
Yeah.
for him, so that when he goes off to learn Japan, he can't think straight because of all the amazing D&D.
Yeah, we hope you.
Wait, no, not that much, not that much. Too far. We want you to succeed, just barely.
We want you to succeed.
Through much effort.
Yeah.
So, all right, so we had our recap. Thank you for letting me take a moment to share. So with that, Kenny showed up, right? We said she showed up on top deck.
Yes.
I have no recollection of this.
I don't remember that either.
Or
I
was
do.
it?
Rem- No, I do
It
remember
was
this
like-
because you were on the top deck.
And so
Oh yeah, I was angry.
And I think it was like the next morning or
Oh,
something.
okay. Then in that case,
It
we're
wasn't
off.
the same, or it was like it
I
wasn't
thought
the.
it was the same day.
I'll trust your judgment.
Or was it?
Yeah, it was the same day.
Yeah.
But you guys had,
He
yeah.
gave him the note,
Yes.
and we were both up there. So we were like at,
He seems
and
like
then she showed up.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Okay.
rest of us never
So-
got to say where we were.
So Penny,
Somewhere.
so the
We were in the box
now I have to remember what she is.
What?
She's a dwarf.
because we were going to
Right.
Dave.
I don't know.
And we were sorry.
This is
So-
after this, though.
Yeah, this is like right after.
No, you're good. I'm just like I'm listening for
Yeah,
the
we're trying to
details
figure
too,
out-
because I'm not saying my brain remembers either. There's been a lot that's happened. I was both very productive and not productive. I think we established. Um, So, Penny shows up on top deck. Hi. This dwarf who has, I believe, brunette hair. She's a brunette. Dwarven brunette. No beard in this instance. Not that kind of dwarf.
Still with you.
But definitely, she seems to have like the garb of Lathander, but like the insignia seems to be either not necessarily covered over, but almost muted on her or worn away a little bit. But it's still kind of, she's wearing the garb of a cleric of Lathander. But she's not like super shiny or anything. But she comes on board and she goes, I got a message to come meet you all here. I think I'm supposed to talk with Sephi about something.
Doctor Strange.
It's Penny.
Hi,
Oh,
I don't know you.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Penny. Nice to meet you, Mike. Greetings.
Yes.
Oh yes, I remember
Yes.
you.
Believe Sephi's on a date right now.
A date
Yes.
Dave.
at the temple.
Yes, with the high cleric.
With oh, Eldrin, you old dog. That's wonderful news. It has been it has been so long that I feel like they've supported me. It's so nice to hear that they
Don't
are
ask me how I'm keeping stuff.
Just continue.
spending time together. So, can I just let myself into Sephi's quarters, or
Magic.
I'm sure you could get past it.
oh yeah, totally. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to seem rude. Like you guys needed me to like follow some protocol. I mean, it's your ship, right?
Yes.
We don't know whose ship this is, honestly.
It is technically our ship.
It's technically our ship. It's technically Penny's ship. Not Penny. Sephi's
I
ship.
think it's our trip more than it is Sephi.
I'm gonna wait.
You know what? I don't mind that.
You want to come and let us know that?
Debating whether or not I want
Are you sleeping? Or?
No, because there's only like 3 of us.
Yeah.
Can
That's
be a
true.
lip run down and let
Or
everyone.
you can send one of the Goblin Boys, or the yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Goblin Boys or the emo elves, one of the two. Well, they're like black leather.
Oh, right.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, like a little.
They're light black leather clad elves. So edgelord elves, emo elves. You just edgelord might be too far, but it's somewhere in that direction. So do you want to? Would you go down yourself, or would you send one?
See, probably easier just to find one.
Okay, so you.
Created as you.
All right, Giblet takes off down.
But I am like,
Penny's here.
you're actually probably
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never met.
being bathed in the.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I've never met Penny.
I was going to.
Yeah, you all. Yeah.
I just feel like when I know who Penny is.
That's
Because I know
that's Sephi's.
That's the big friend
Yeah.
that we have to, that we went to the Frogman King.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The one that started the whole.
Yeah, the whole.
So it's really her fault that we've had to deal with all of
Well,
this.
I don't put blame on people, but like,
It's a little bit. her
she's
fault.
here.
I don't put blame on people,
So what I'm
but
hearing is that we have permission to break into Sephi's quarters.
Like a check to see how much I know this.
Penny's here.
Go ahead.
All right.
We should go talk to her now. Like everybody.
Yeah. I agree. I'll come back with
I'm
further.
guessing.
so are you guys all up? Are you up there?
I have no idea where
I think you were kind of touring, and you end up. I think you end up top deck talking to Groff Harbaugh.
Oh, there you go. Having a theological rap battle with Pastor.
You know, it wouldn't hurt to have a little kitchen utensil. You know, we could get one of these elves who's lying around. I mean, it's not like they can swab the deck here on the ethereal plane. What birds are pooping everywhere? You know what I'm saying? So I think they're getting a little antsy, and I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have one of them like fry up a pancake from time to time. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I'll start thinking of positions we can give to people to keep this more orderly, and we'll also get some food supplies next time we stop at the Radiant Citadel.
Great. Sounds like I love this plan.
Thank you.
All right, and so now you're on top deck. What? He had been doing the rounds, and so that was the tail. That was me showing the tail end of the conversation.
I just easily switching another.
I usually have to do a trigger word.
Yeah. You locked in.
I was like, I had that one. That was good. All right. It's easier when I don't think about it, right?
Yeah, that's how it is, though.
Yeah. But not thinking about like 6 different characters is kind of hard.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Anyways,
We're all
so
over the top.
everyone somehow manages to get to the top deck. There's a little bit of awkward, quiet. Like, so is the goblin coming back? Am I supposed to wait, or am I?
No, we can head on.
Well, I don't know if you're allowed in Sephi's room, but I know how to get in.
We're allowed.
Yeah, we've.
See that type of music. That clarifies the point I was making. Thank you so much.
You're so
Giblet says like popping up from like your level.
Yeah, we've actually been in Sephi's room before. I've complimented her book collection.
She doesn't meet the height requirements to go inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, for Sephi's
Yeah.
room.
first Sephi's room.
Yeah, you and Sephi are like the same
What
page.
was your name again? You're funny.
Oh wait, yeah. I forgot.
Wait,
What did you?
so you're both dukes?
Yeah.
He's no duke.
I'm golden. I'm golden.
He's also not a gold. I would know my lineage. I could see him from a mile. You're no
He
gold.
doesn't know what
Maybe
he's
it's
talking
bastard.
He dances before
No. So your name is?
She's the wife.
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
Deception check.
Can
With
I?
advantage because he said it at the same time.
All right.
He
I wrote a 28.
What is this?
Name, what does it accomplish?
It doesn't matter. That's what hijinks are.
Big hijinks fan.
You know,
I am not a hijink.
Stefan, you're about the only
What,
funny
did you pass
guy.
your Did you pass your deception?
Yeah.
28.
Yeah.
Technically, she's a cleric, so wisdom would be her thing, but not one. So no. Dave, it's wonderful to meet you. So we've got Michael and Dave. Oh, okay. No, Dave Id, not Dave. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry if that offended you. So yeah, it's. I've met a few of you, but it's nice to see you all. I don't know what help I can be. Do you know why she sent for me? And are you the one who talked into my head? You sounded
Yeah.
like that, right?
I
Okay.
was someone that messaged you. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So you seem so nice on the arcane line, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we found these like
Can't focus so well now.
it's just that we found them.
Yeah.
Anyway, we found these like cool like what are they called? Incarnates. That
That's like one of the
one of them knew you, and so we were
Are those like you found an incarnate?
It's like
Aren't those like the things in the Radiant Citadel that like
Yes,
big
you
creatures?
Yeah.
you had a gem or something. I didn't get it.
There's a definite slow pause.
Thanks for bringing it out.
I'm getting convinced.
Well, I did get I mean, when you visited last, you guys did give me a stone.
Yes, what of your
Are those? I'm sorry. What does that
Maybe
have
be
to
a
do
little
with the
more tactful.
incarnates?
hold on.
By the time.
Yeah, her whole demeanor is just like shoulder sunk. Like if you've seen someone shift from like happy to like worst day of their life depressed, like that's what just happened. Like,
your friend
like
Rob.
there was like no, it was like a slow fade, right, to depression.
why do you have to say that?
Hey, it was your friend Brock, yes?
Discreetly throw something to the
We may have found a way for you could talk to him.
and maybe some of your other lost companions.
Yes.
Oh, I had her
Well,
name. I had her name. She knew you.
I don't understand.
It's a lot to process, of course.
I think you guys are just bad at explaining.
I used to know someone named Muriel a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, we talked.
She's in a rock.
Well, she's in the collection.
She's in a collection of rocks, and I like you can talk to her. You didn't say
Should
that,
I
but you
explain?
did, like,
Because
Okay, then in that case, it's
Should you what?
should I explain?
You can try.
All right. So basically, we found these rocks that, whenever we put them all together, they became the collected consciousness of multiple people, and some of them said they knew you. I'm not exactly sure how it works. This is not my field of expertise. My field of expertise is more potions and whatnot. But there was a group of rocks that whenever we combined them, they made a living creature that was made of the consciousnesses of a bunch of adventurers that went down into the cave.
So she got a when you said it, she got a 14 as like comprehension wise, like
That's what I
trying to
thought.
understand, and and she got a nat 20 skill check, nat 20, and a 20 on her religion check, which as far as understanding what he's sharing. So she's like locked in. Just to be clear.
I'm glad she finally understands.
Wait, so you're saying like their consciousness is in the stones,
Yes.
and you were able to talk with them.
Yes, it's a telepathic link whenever you basically.
You complete the circuit.
Like as a group, as an individual,
You
like
can also
Yes.
just
did you just hold one stone, or you're
No.
saying they were
They're
together?
together.
was
If you
Olivia.
one
So
of my
you're saying
Which
the
means I
souls
can go
aren't
attack.
gone that are
Yeah.
missing. You're saying they're in the stones.
Yeah. I'll
We
just
believe-
telepathically speak to Giblet and say
That's revolutionary.
Is it?
That
is it
that change. We've been. So now you have the reversal where she's gone from depressed to complete. Like there's a big roller coaster happening here.
I should bring it back.
the afterlife is far more tangible than we thought.
Very tangible.
Extremely tangible.
If I die and turn into a rock, I'm dying again. Miserable.
Well, it's all good.
I die and turn into a rock.
But yeah.
No, it's not. It's not like reincarnation. It's like essentialization, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
I suppose.
because your spirit.
I've been
They're incarnates, not reincarnates, right?
Yes.
Sorry, that was cheap. That was a cheap shot. I don't
I
know
was gonna
why.
say, it's kind of
I was born.
dad joke type.
Listen, you. That wasn't petty. That was just me.
Okay. Like Penny. I'm a dad type person.
Oh, so Penny's not.
So Penny
Is
made dad
over.
jokes.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on.
Anyway.
So
The most relatable Penny's ever been.
so where are the other stones? Where's this where's the mural?
Seffi's room. Well, we could show you how to use them if you want to let
Persuasion check for letting Giblet in.
letting Giblet.
I mean,
You know,
It will be with disadvantage if Duke says anything.
well, I've been the one who has been putting them together. Okay, if you bring me good enough stacks.
Well, yeah, but no one trusts
You
you.
could say that.
Seppi, I
you mean Penny.
Penny. I'm also the one who can probably just, like get away from it without taking any
That was the
damage.
T more than my lungs. Sorry.
16.
Okay.
Persephone. Penny,
Really milky.
I believe I've been the one who's been putting the stones together. I think I'd be useful.
Seffi hates him.
Seppi is not the fondest of me, but I think we can look past that.
You got on Seffi's bad side? What did you do?
It was really funny.
How did you get on Seffi's bad side?
I got hurt.
What hasn't he done to get on Seppi's bad side? That's really the question. You know, we've all seen how to put you
No, it's too late.
Dave, were you gonna share? You said there was a story.
Giblet's mad.
When the incarnate kind of exploded in our face, we found these portals, and so we killed these monsters. They dropped things, and the good puke does the dumbest thing I've ever seen any adventurer do. He picks up something that a monster wore and put it on himself. It was honestly probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen. But he gets cursed. He gets cursed with Baphomet.
You got cursed by Baphomet?
Yes, but we beat him.
He learned
If
the,
anything,
he learned about
my strength.
you're a cleric, right? He learned about the power of prayer through this. So when you
This
think about
was
it,
sort of
Yeah.
yeah. So if you think about it, it's really a net good. He's discovered
I've discovered Lysander.
And Thor.
and Thor.
Mainly Lysander, though. You're a cleric of Lysander, right?
This is the person wearing a Thor.
Lysander's out living. Lysander's on the back.
First of all, I'm the
Personally, I haven't done anything suspicious the entire time. I think I should go in the
See, I think we should all go in the room.
We really function best as a team.
There's no team.
We're an extremely tight knit group.
Yes.
He gave somebody a certain amulet necklace kind of thing. You
Okay.
know, with the Lucas
We're
perception checks from the three of you. Separate perception checks. I'm sorry, persuasion. I have power of language in my face.
14.
Okay.
with the wrong.
I appreciate that honesty,
That's a 30.
Mike Ale.
At this
Mess with the wrong bitch. The 30.
I'm not rolling well today. Oh, and we're going to the team.
How? Okay. So it is Sephi's space. How about I'll go in, and if I can find the incarnate stones, could you describe them to
I'm
me?
gonna telepathically convey the image to you.
If you just let
Nice.
I just
It's a little
right? Exactly. There's no question about where that came from.
I think that's like they don't.
you can't
I'm assuming it's like I'll be like, yeah, you said it. I'm gonna or no, I don't know. So okay,
It
so
was like I can just show you.
that's amazing, by the way. That was cool. Do you do whole movies or can you only do snippets?
I could do a whole movie.
Really? Can you show me when it exploded last night?
Well, it's a little embarrassing for me, but sure.
Make a history check just to see,
See if I can
because this is
remember.
to see like how accurate the
I
video
did get
is.
blown up, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you don't.
exactly is Penny gonna see
from a blind person.
I've heard Olivia.
Olivia.
Oh, that's very good.
So yeah, there was an explosion and then
So-
absolute darkness.
Let's see how that plays out.
Olivia didn't get exploded. Wait, she's gonna get it from third person. That's great.
I mean, yeah, I guess a little bit. Yeah.
So
That's just how.
I also really roll so.
And then is it only images or image and sound that you can telepathic, or do you just telepathically?
I don't even have to speak the same language as that person. They'll just understand what I mean to convey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so fun. Oh wow, it's been a while since I've done. Okay. Why does it go? It's all black and white. Is that how you see, or is that just the telepathy? Or
You know,
is the other?
You never tell.
my memories of this event might be a little foggy. I did sort of get exploded in the process.
What was your actual
10.
Okay. Oh, there's some sort of it gets a little hazy there. That's interesting. Okay. So when you added the stone to the other stones, there was an explosion.
Yes.
We should probably be careful about that.
It might be best to do it off the shippy.
You know what? Hold on. Actually, let me think about this for a minute.
Okay.
Huh?
Y'all don't.
She says wait till Seth gets back.
Did you just shoved it in there just shove the stones together?
It's not quite shoving. It's just you bring it near and it attaches.
Yeah.
It's like a magnet. I do not have.
There's
They want to conglomerate.
Yes.
so did you try anything to keep it from exploding? Because it exploded twice, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
So the second time, did you try and make it not explode?
No.
I don't know if I'm getting that.
No, we just let him do it.
That was fine.
Yeah.
Not even a stretch.
I jump on her. Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if that's true. Yeah, I definitely would have included that.
I mean, nobody said that. That just never mind. That's just me making sassy comments. Sorry. Back to the game.
I mean, Oz does technically have more HP than Goldman, so I guess.
Okay. I think. Well, first let's acquire. Let's go see. You can show me how this is. So, like
You're
I said,
gonna
it's
go into
Steffi's
Steffi's
space.
room?
I'm gonna go in.
Alright.
As convincing as you all are, would you stand guard for me? Just
Sure.
stand next to the door for me.
Absolutely.
I don't want. I just don't want her to. You can that way. If anybody asks, that we've got.
I
She
can
knows that I
explain.
went into her space and you saw me and you saw that. I just want to be respectful.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that.
We're good friends, but she didn't know.
No, I get it. Steffi's very private. Like, I didn't want to mention this, but some people do have a habit here of invading her space.
Sorry, something in my throat.
Luckily, though,
I've never been these two did.
you
I have-
you absolutely tried to just walk right into her space the day that we
You don't know that. You haven't been. You were there.
It's not.
None of you know that.
Yeah,
Steffi mentioned it to me when I stepped out.
For all humanoids, it's 10 plus 6. And we have armor that
It'll be my.
and then your
Why
armor.
would you think that?
Change that. You can change
I'm a duke. Of course, I'm gonna have to cast and spell.
armor.
That seems
There's a page.
wildly
What if she
presumptuous.
does?
Then it should
It's
exact
less to
plus
presume
10
when
plus
you're a
13.
man of my status.
So she's got a
Vampire.
Oh,
dexterity bonus of
Sorry.
13. And AC's 13.
I have this organ.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know you have.
we're aware of the organ giblet.
I can trade it.
For no,
Giblet, I think the organ has a special meaning to you.
yeah.
Oh,
You
Theo, what is that?
It's Giblet's organ.
This is
Oliver.
Fuzzy around in my.
material plane.
Cartoon line coming out of it.
This is Oliver.
I don't know what that is, but it looks disgusting. Is it like moldy fruit or something?
It's quite literally a
It's an organ.
He's making a fashion statement right now.
I believe it's an organ from a rock.
You
Hippie of some sort.
You
I have
you kept a demon's
Yeah.
organ?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm glad you're so understanding.
You kept a demon's organ and you've named it like a pet?
So that answers whether it's a rat.
Yeah.
And no one thought there might be a problem keeping part of a demon?
I mean, if you want to take it from her,
I mean,
Maybe you all. I mean, she's the cleric, right? But nobody else here knows about demons.
We
And
told
like,
us
I'm
they exist, so
extremely,
it can't
I'm extremely familiar with demons.
Yes, yes, I am quite familiar with demons.
Go ahead.
Did we kill it? Yes, I am. We killed it in the abyss, so there's no chance. 22.
So you don't think it's possible for someone to possibly use the locate person or object spell?
I mean, in theory, they can do that with anything we own.
Yeah.
But don't you get like bonuses? Isn't it easier to do if you have a
Well, as a magical scholar myself, decently familiar with this.
Not feeling that.
have you all had any issues with like anything tracking you down fairly easily or anything
I
like
think
that?
we're well past that point.
I think we're past. Don't look at me. I'm looking at you. It wasn't my fault. It was just.
We're well past that point. If things want to track us, we've made it abundantly clear that we're welcome.
Well,
We welcome
and I'm
them.
sure if you stay in this temple, you know, with all these celestials and
We don't plan on staying here much longer.
well, you might consider it's worth considering how long you keep that with you.
Presumably until it
Kinda
decomposes.
gross.
Yeah, it is quite gross, isn't it?
Though that's great that you named it.
How far has it decayed?
It's been what, 3 days? But it's a demon heart, so does it
The heart?
or kidney?
Oh, I was
Demon
gonna say
kidney,
the heart.
sorry. My fault.
That's way more alarming if it's the heart.
Yeah, I see there's flies and stuff floating around.
I don't think the Ethereal Plane has flies.
I'm sure
That's
they got it. It's like
It's ethereal flies.
it's like the shifting from the material.
Low percentile though.
And you know, stuff
The lower the numbers, the worse the
like
decay.
mosquitoes here in America now.
99.
Okay. It is actually
invasive species.
it's uncanny how little it's still goopy squishy like it was from the beginning and covered in this black ichor or you've squished out some of the black ichor and dripped it. But it's surprising actually how little it's decayed, which as you look at it now seems odd.
I'm gonna need it.
Oh, they're special. That's really bad.
No. I welcome your relationship with Oliver.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, so
A straight intervention thread.
we all understand Oliver's a very special organ, but as an alchemist, I would actually really be interested in studying a rock's kidney and see if it has any alchemical properties or can any potions out of it. So if you ever feel like not having Oliver anymore, I will take it for sight.
I will only give up Oliver if I get a certain symbol engraved amulet from a certain somebody
I'll see what I can do.
who I think is one of my best friends on the ship. But I feel like our relationship is torn right now, and I'm just trying to mend it. But
Well, if they're your best friend, they should be easily persuaded by your sincere heart, right?
Best friend seems like
Said the American defender.
best friend seems like a bit of a exaggeration of the relationship, but
Well, it seems like you all have some things to discuss, so maybe you can do that.
and I'll keep watch.
I'm gonna go and see if I can't.
Yes, and I'll keep watch outside of Sophie's office.
I like to cast Unseen Servant.
Are there verbal or somatic components?
There is both verbal and somatic.
Right? Are you trying to keep it sneaky?
Yeah.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Grounded submission. I'm just gonna try to go through the. Open.
18.
Okay.
I'd like to send it in. It's invisible and stuff, by the way. That's how it works. I can give it basic commands. I want to send it in behind Stephanie and ask it to pick up the big old cliffhanger chalice and bring it to me.
You can only carry it to 10 pounds. About it.
That would be.
It's a chalice.
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it's floating around. We'll deal with that when we get there. Okay, first, so you cast the spell, and as far as and Penny doesn't seem to react to it. She seems to be turning as you go to cast the spell, and there's a lot of hubbub about Oliver.
I get to follow, right? Because I'm
Yeah.
keeping watch.
Yeah. So let's see.
Good thing the person with like the lowest perception is keeping watch.
Wait, since it's actually completely how does True Sight work with that?
It's a force. It's not
Yeah.
alive.
I would see a blob. That's what I would rule it as.
Oh yeah. Can I? I don't think Oz would be able to see it like with like their stupid eye, but
Let me think. Stupid eye.
Olivia still might be able to with
What
blind.
did you call it?
You mean
I
you're
take
really cool at it?
offense, right?
No, it's 'cause
We
it's
should call it stupid sight. We should call the vision stupid sight.
Oh, I reject that name.
I also reject that name.
It is too cool.
I know.
I
I
think
think
it's
I'm
extremely
messing
cool.
with you.
So if it's a creature
not a
made
lot.
of force,
It's not a creature. It is a force.
it's a
Magical force.
Like it's literally a force.
The rules of Unseen Server are weird when you take the time to think about it.
Yeah, no, it makes
what
it
type
very
of magic is unseen servant?
Conjuration.
I was.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's extremely vague what it is.
Get conjurated.
Okay.
As I said, I don't think Oz would be able to see it, but I do think there is a chance that Olivia might be able to see it.
So for this, it's not a color, but it's like where the unseen servant is. It causes ripple.
Oh
like a
yeah.
heat, like a heat ripple, but like what you see are the little pins moving in and out in a weird way.
Kind of like how I couldn't perceive the Elder God, but I could still see that there was something there. Gotcha. Okay.
Unseen Server.
But I have no
elder.
indication of where it came from. Because, well, I guess.
I mean, you could make a
I was just
perception
thinking, can I make a
check,
perception check?
or we could just go off your passive. Yeah.
Please not my passive.
Okay. So with that, that's happening. Sephi goes, and she's going to. I'm sorry, Penny.
Okay.
We've all been doing it.
So me,
We
Penny,
have
and
all
the,
been doing
so
it.
me,
That is
Penny, and
true.
the unseen servant.
Yes.
I'm just
And Oz, a Penny, and Unseen Server walk into a bar.
kidding.
You know, skip it.
Me and the unseen servant. I'm just looking at the.
an unseen servant.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, I'm looking at the unseen servant like I didn't do that.
So, Penny, yeah.
Penny.
The dwarf walks up to Sephi's door. She kind of flares her cloak wide and
watching
moves,
extremely
moves her
closely to
hand
see if I
quickly. So she flares her cloak so that her hands are blocked. And she seems to.
Olivia see it?
I was gonna say, can I like have like Olivia try and peek around and see if.
So let's have you make your perception check with disadvantage using Olivia's stats.
Oh yeah, I should have used. Oh, I actually did meet his sleight of hand. I forgot. I used Olivia's wisdom, so I actually did meet his sleight of hand. Disadvantage, you say?
So what is Elwin doing while these three are while the two that you see are like Penny and Oz are moving towards Sephi.
I usually just stay back with everyone.
Kind of chilling, watching everything.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Roll a percentile die for me.
Okay, I'm putting my
56.
What was it? 56.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the goblin boys.
I got an 18.
As you kind of just stand back, they come up from below and are. It looks like they're about to walk into you, but they kind of quickly sidestep it and stumble a little bit, but don't bump into you. Cool.
Roll
So
5.
5. So yeah, her flourish of her cloak and fast fingers in this instance does make it hard for you to see, but she manages to. Okay, I'll be right back. Just stay here. Let's see what we have. And she goes to crack the door open, and the griffin flies out.
Oh.
Quickly, kind of like the cage of a bird opening, and it
TBD.
like
Now is
whooshing
the
out.
time to be.
So it immediately floats out and does a couple swirls around. Well, okay. I guess that's all we needed to do then. And she closes the door. Let's see if she remembers to do the other thing. Oh gosh. It's all the way over
I
there.
was gonna say, does the unseen servant manage to sneak past?
So the unseen servant needs to make a dexterity check.
Does it have?
It does not. It has an AC of 10, 1 hit point, and a strength of 2, but it cannot attack.
What's its normal? 20 feet or 30 feet.
You don't hear them.
15 feet for bonus. I can once on each of your turns as a bonus action, you can mentally command the servant to move up to 15 feet and interact with an object.
Okay. Roll a percentile die, and you have a 20% chance, 0 to 20, that it makes it through the door.
Even if it makes it in, how's it gonna make it out?
He didn't. It's too late to ask that. We are already rolling.
Go out with the door open.
I mean,
38.
Okay, so no.
Okay.
So
I watch it like.
it tries to get in, and Sephi pulls the door shut, and Penny.
They have really similar names.
Yesterday, I was running a campaign and had 4 MBs on accident.
Yeah.
One was from a book, and the other 3 I accidentally stumbled into that way.
Alright, so the
Anyway,
unseen servant just
neither here nor there.
off the-
Yes. So you see this weird shimmer against the door. And she got a 55, which is enough. So, and then she'll do another. She for a moment she's oh what? So she's reacting to them, and then I can't forget. And she does another flourish of her cloak. Tap 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 tap.
Can I
So I do another with
Do you think you're
disadvantage.
going with her?
No, I'm trying to watch because the thing flew out, so she didn't even go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It had to go to the bathroom, like your dog. And,
4.
a 4 is not enough to see what she does. But she does this flourish, does something, and then kind of turns her attention back to the griffin that is quickly swirling, probably moving faster than you all have seen it move, but swirling all around her.
Oh wow, it's
Maybe it's a little. It's so cute, but this makes me very nervous.
Would you like some privacy to communicate with it for the first time?
So, and you said you communicate.
You have to have 2 points of contact, or I guess if you can telepathically communicate.
I can't.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
I'm just a dwarf,
I mean, that doesn't really mean anything. I think you and I
I
both know that.
Gwen Stefani, I'm just a girl in my head.
But yeah,
Never mind,
2
or
points.
no doubt, not just Gwen Stefani.
I know.
I'm just honoring the whole band. Anyways,
2 points of contact.
as opposed to healthy Latin practice. Anyways, I'm sorry.
I feel like you're in
Focus, Greg. Okay, so Penny will, certainly, here, little creature. And so she holds out her hand. Do you guys give her privacy, or do you?
I mean, I
step
asked her
back,
if she wanted privacy. Did she want privacy?
I wouldn't mind a little, I don't know. I'm nervous. But you're saying if I do this,
Before you do it,
You're not
you could. Are you you're just on the
yeah, everybody's
Yeah,
on
we-
deck.
yeah.
So
Oh, she went back on deck?
Yeah.
she did that walking into the room. The thing
Yeah.
flew out like a pigeon escaping.
I thought it was down. I always thought the room was downstairs.
No,
No, it's on the top deck.
Basically,
We
one
need
of these is one of these is
Yeah.
Sephi's, and the other one is where Groff and the 2 second mates.
That's why I was asking if she wanted privacy. Does she want us all to leave?
Yeah. So
before you, perhaps it would be best to do it off of the turn.
Well, I didn't think she was gonna add the stone yet.
Oh, are you not adding the stone?
I think we should try. I have an idea that involves a bit of a ritual, and I think we could try it in a way, and we should try it in a safer place than here. So yeah, but I have an idea for a potential ritual, so maybe that'll make it easier, or less destructive.
Okay. Oh yeah, so that's my ritualistic guy. The Thunder.
Yeah. I suppose you
Summoned some of his most powerful friends. So
Deception check.
I mean, they were pretty powerful.
say.
Wait.
I summoned his
He is-
powerful forces of the Thunder.
He
That's
did
not a
do.
lie.
He did do a ritual. I'm referencing.
Okay, you're right. Okay. All right.
I haven't told a lie in a while.
I was gonna say, I think Oz lies wrong.
I cannot tell a lie. Anyways,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
It's more show like
Um,
earthquake.
Fine.
How dare I?
It's better than
It's not like you can control
That
it.
is so much better, right?
Yeah, let's look at that.
So, with that, it's when I lean back. If I lean back a little
Stop
bit, it
leaning
drains
back,
it.
then.
I know I'm trying to lean forward.
Okay. So we're gonna.
So, yeah, if you, I guess just step back a little bit. But let me try. And then,
Alright.
It's okay. They were always the
so the
7.
she makes connection.
At this point,
And for who all was here when Steffi did this?
really full.
I think we all were.
Was
weren't we?
everybody was
Yeah,
here?
I think we all were here.
everybody.
I think you might have gone down. Maybe you had gone to below deck to take work or something.
Everybody.
But okay.
Oh yeah.
Where he's
He
gone.
went to
So-
the bathroom.
Okay, this is. Every time I look over there, he's gone.
He went to get water.
So let's see how much. Okay. So as she does this, like there's there's silence, and it takes about 10 seconds before her shoulders are shaking uncontrollably, and she kneels down and just like cuddles this thing, and she like is like head to the deck of the ship, curled up in a ball around this thing, just sobbing uncontrollably with and to the point where like it's like there's snot, there's tears, it's an ugly cry to
I know, I'm gonna hear like.
and yeah, and she's just like she stays like that and in that position kind of locked in for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes? God damn.
I definitely don't just sit there and I don't just stand there and watch
So,
her sob.
as the time goes on, minute after minute, what would you do?
Awkwardly pat her on the back.
Sleeves after minute 5.
5 minutes? You watch somebody sob for 5 minutes?
This is an interesting study.
Yeah, I think Oz probably turns away after probably like 30 seconds.
This is so
Well, if Inver sees someone else leave, then he'll leave.
Yeah, I think Oz will probably maybe wander off to the edge of the ship, kind of be
like the other side of
yeah. Interesting.
what is Ellen doing? Is
outside space?
you're a little further back, but you see her uncontrollably and loudly sobbing
I think yes, stay where he is, but watch with like a forlorn expression on his face.
with a forlorn expression. Okay.
What's up?
Okay.
Roll initiative.
Cat toy. And then how does Giblet handle this sobbing?
Okay.
Sorry.
That's your fault. I get dirty.
I'll answer. What does Goldman do?
I'm awkward.
He's like
That's the only
there, there,
I'm like,
You're there
with his
for 10
bony
minutes.
glove.
yeah,
glove
I'm
It's just
doing it with
laughing.
my glove.
Okay.
Or actually, no, my unglove. Yeah.
You're patting her for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just sitting next to her, just awkwardly. It's okay.
Make a charisma roll for me. And then Ellen, let's have you make a I know you're about to leave, but do a perception check for me.
Can I do
20.
persuasion or just
Raw charisma.
Hot.
19. I think my modifier is 6. So
Okay.
25.
So as you're watching, you can see a pouch on her belt, like vibrating heavily, and like the longer she's there, the more it seems to have a mind of its own and seems to be trying to like escape this pouch.
I see.
Interesting. Yeah, at this point, Inverse is back in his lab.
Ben, have fun in Japanese class.
Yeah.
Can you give us a Japanese goodbye?
What would be? I guess Chitsure shimasu.
Right, these two are-
I mean, general term, but it's like, I guess literal translation would be like, please excuse my rudeness. Pretty much.
How polite.
Yeah.
Have a good one, mate. Have fun.
What's your
20.
Okay, so what's Giblet doing?
Giblet.
Oh, the modifier?
Just kind
Yeah,
of.
the modifier is +5.
I want to say, give her space.
Yeah, I rolled
And
it.
I like-
So you're gonna join Oz at the edge of the.
Yeah,
ship,
but I'm gonna bring out a little pen and paper and do,
I didn't roll
write
it. I
another
rolled
note
an
to send
18.
somebody.
Yep.
Are you doing this in?
I'm doing this right next to you.
Okay.
I rolled a 15 on my charisma.
Yeah, 59 charisma. You give space and kind of you do shoulder by shoulder with Oz. Is that kind of it, facing away?
Yeah, I'm running up to certain somebody, asking for a certain something.
Another one.
A part 2.
Okay.
Not me, Oz.
Okay. So a 15. It's for the first few minutes. It's like she doesn't even notice. But there is. It is a strangely comforting thing for the Duke to do. And so it does seem to have a positive effect on her as the minutes go on. Like she seems to slowly calm back down. And I think it might have been an extra 5 minutes if you hadn't. So yeah. So Inverse pieces out at the sign of emotion. Cool.
I'm helping writing the letter.
Oh, okay.
Writing the letter.
Okay. So, anything else anyone would do while Penny's there, aside from just like pat her back for 10 minutes?
Do I see the pouch?
That's not even
Start like trying to, because if I do, I'm gonna try and stop. I don't want it to explode.
Because like, like when you're determining like warhammer time on d6 and stuff.
Do you remember?
I'm gonna say the angle you're at, and the focus it takes for you to try and be comforting means you don't get to do a perception check.
Cool.
But Elwin was just standing back watching, and he got a 25.
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah. So they begin drafting a letter.
I said conspiring.
And what do you? So you leave.
I leave. I'm going to just be working on my alchemy. Maybe make some drinks for the goblin whose birthday is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So make a
Maps.
those maps. Yeah. Otherwise, the wet erase one's right there, but it might need to be cleaned off. But yeah, all those are your options. So
Makes sense. I'm gonna make an ability check soon.
yes. And so this would be
Intelligence for making drinks. Wisdom.
I was just moving over here.
let's
Don't
make it a
make
nature check.
Nature check. Do I add my proficiency bonus for my proficiency in drinking tools or river supplies?
Yes.
Okay, great. That means plus 13.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's intelligence based, so.
I've always believed
It's a good thing.
So
21?
yeah, that's 21.
Okay.
So I think I can make some pretty good drinks.
Yeah. So you make a solid, a good number of drinks. You make enough for the whole goblin. Goblin boys.
I try to make a diverse selection so that in case they have different tastes, I can.
Yeah.
Very cool. So you go downstairs, or you go downstairs and start mixing up some tasty birthday drinks, and you succeed at it. You get the sense, even though food isn't necessarily a main thing for you, like you feel like you do a good job.
I used to be alive at one point.
Yeah. I was say, unless you want to move down here or something where
I can move my stuff.
Hey, your decision.
Okay. So what would so Penny is uncontrollably sobbing after connecting with the incarnate Griffin. She's got it basically curled up underneath her, and she's on her knees, head on the deck of the ship, curled up around this, and she's been sobbing uncontrollably with like ugly cries, snot, and tears coming out for about 10 minutes. And the good Duke is patting her on the back comfortingly.
Awkwardly doing it.
Though surprisingly successful because he got a 15.
Yeah, what can I say? Goldman's a very comforting, charismatic guy. I think everyone knows that.
Meanwhile, Inverse has pieced out. Elwin is watching, is looking on intently, and Oz and Giblet are facing away to give Penny her space while drafting a letter, it seems. What would Mike Ale be doing?
All emojis.
Maybe what you could do, try to comfort her. Maybe gain some of her trust.
Send that to
Okay.
I'm doing. Yeah.
So you can make a raw charisma check.
Natural 20 plus 5.
Nice.
Damn.
So you managed to, like, you can tell that you patting her on the back is comforting. After a few minutes of him doing that, and you seeing like she's like got lots of fluids, in this ugly cry moment. So you managed to find something either on your person or around deck that like, and you're like, you kind of get down with a 25, like you're connecting, and so you're kind of getting down there, like cleaning up a little bit, even while she's crying and he's patting your shoulder. It's a very gentle service you're providing. And after about 10 minutes, she will sit up, and between the two of you, you boys are so sweet. I'm sure Sephi will see your heart soon, Duke. And thank you so much. She'll take the whatever you found, the handkerchief or something. And thank you so much. And it's like kind of situation. I'm so sorry. It's just. It's been so long. I've missed them so much, and I felt so bad. Just thank you, boys. So sweet. Thank you so much. And so she's now sitting, kneeling, holding the incarnate to her chest, just with one hand now.
I'll just.
How's Oz and Giblet doing?
We're almost done. Yeah.
Okay.
That is a 25
So,
to hit.
while they're doing that, out of character,
Yes.
what's your plan for? What are some of the possible plans you guys are thinking of for next?
We're going to raid Citadel.
Again, although if crew morale is low, we can always throw like a little party banquet.
I was already planning on it.
See, oh yeah, the Goblin's birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we can get the Temple of Lathander to throw a birthday party.
Yeah, you did.
That will raise crew morale, and then we can head to the raid Citadel. Side quest.
Maybe this is the.
Yeah.
Is it a side quest? What is
We don't know.
It's a main quest with a side quest.
Yeah.
It's a quest adjacent to the main quest.
Alright.
Yes.
That's
It's like
Jason. It's main quest adjacent. No. I'm just
I'll just.
Now it's your turn.
There, I'll just- yeah.
so
Did you hear that too?
I do.
I don't know what's going on.
I know exactly what's going on.
I don't like what's going on.
Good.
They're colluding.
They're in Christmas.
This is another no.
Yeah.
Peasants are starting to think for themselves.
The peasantry. They shouldn't be allowed to think. It's bad enough they know how to write.
Hey, I heard that.
And
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, no,
You got the rest.
I'm gonna draw. I have.
You good?
The weapons, you guys. The Mandalorian and me is saying we're gonna find all that.
The little split riding Giblet.
As a creative writing major, I believe it's pretty good.
Mike, Braden, do you want to go back into your story? Are you comfy there?
I think to
Be good here.
AC. You want how would
Cool. So then,
is this just an aesthetic thing?
okay. So
It's to choose who it's.
I'm good.
with that,
Purple is my purple.
Penny has sat back up. She's still kneeling on the deck, but she sat back up. Mike Ale has helped clean her up and handed her a handkerchief, and she's kind of cleaned up sufficiently.
Oh fuck.
He got a 25 versus
Charisma, but
15.
better.
Wow. Yikes.
Yeah. So definitely one upped on that one, but surprisingly successful.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that. I mean, Golden's not competing there, right? You're not gonna compete
Or
to
is
come
he?
someone.
It's really comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also probably never mind.
Golden's
So
not like.
So Sephi's now sitting. She's got the incarnate kind of. It was sitting on her hand, and now it's just nicely kind of snuggled up on a shoulder, like sometimes Olivia will do for you.
Or the incarnate was too when I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sitting up on her shoulder, and she's kneeling and just kind of composing herself. So what are you guys thinking we do next? As Penny's sitting there.
Party for Goblin birthday. Get the
Well,
temperature.
you wanted to put the other stone in here,
No,
didn't
no.
she? Yeah.
No, that has to happen.
Yeah.
Are you
Equal to or
tell us about this ritual you have not used before?
Well, I think if I
5D.
I think if I get one of my cleric friends here, maybe in the library, you all said Sunstride is busy, so I think if I get one of my cleric friends to help me with this, we might be able to work together to allow this fusion to happen without as much radiant waste, where the energy doesn't, with a little more control, suffice to say.
All right.
And so, yeah.
Seems reasonable.
So yeah, I'm hoping that'll work.
And this is a divine ritual. That's
Yeah.
I'm less familiar with them. So.
Yeah.
I'm quite familiar with divine ritual.
You're familiar with arcane
Oh,
rituals. too,
would you like to join us and help us with this then?
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
I can help too.
That'd be great. Yeah. So the more who are in tune to the celestial beings around us will be, the better this ritual could go.
Thanks so much.
We'll get stickers.
Yeah, like a wax seal.
So you're gonna give them.
Which is not the same as candle wax. I've tried. It's messy.
Yeah.
No, it's
I thought
good.
about
I wax seal kit for Christmas.
I thought about buying one at the rent fair. I could have.
One of my friends has one, so we make like.
So comments.
Okay. So she wants to. So you guys are gonna help her do the ritual.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what we'll do. She's gonna lead you all an inverse. Are you gonna? You're down there doing your
I
thing.
do it.
So you don't know any of this happens.
Yep.
Once again.
You could choose.
So
Pass it to me when you're done.
It's a whole page.
all right. We'll take a moment so that
It's the
the
conjoint effort
Duke
of
can,
Giblet and.
as they walk, the Duke is reading this letter that
I
Giblet.
imagine as we're walking, I like to pull
Sure, battle started, so there's no point in
the Osmonds in the back.
so
Yeah.
you're out of this.
I mean, I'll help with this. So I'll be yeah.
Unless you
Great
want to
letter.
make a wisdom save. It's-
Want me to make a will?
I mean, are you a
I would
commoner?
say you should.
You're a priest. Priests are
Priest
above.
is usually still part of the common.
Yeah. I'm not a high priest.
Fair enough.
I'm just a common priest.
Us is a nepo baby.
I mean, so is gold.
That's not talking a little bit ago. I was like, us is a nepo baby.
A necro baby?
Nepo.
Nepo baby.
Nepo baby. Yeah. Us is definitely a nepo baby.
Okay.
Inverse is definitely part of the common folk.
He's still reading, right?
It's a yeah. It's a full page.
It's a full page.
I can read it in this amount of time.
I'll read it out loud after.
Can I read it like not loud?
No.
Dear the good Duke, aka best friend. You haven't responded to my. Okay, keep in mind that Oz did help, so there's some big numbers. You haven't responded to my previous correspondence. Regardless, I hope this letter finds you well. Okay, down to business. Dot, dot, dot. Dude, I believe that you have experience in being nice to the common folk, parentheses, like myself, and parentheses, another parentheses, who is amuletless.
More like
parentheses,
Baldur's
sadness.
Gate.
I always hold you in high regards, and I believe it would be befitting of a good Duke like yourself to help me further strengthen my relationship with my God. Through your newfound respective prayer, you've seen what Thor can do to help you. Now you can help me. I am sure Thor would also appreciate it. And then there's a little drawing of my previous teeny little best friends. But this time I added Thor saying, I approve to this little hammer. And I go, P.S. My previous statement still stands, Giblet, in regards to like Michael and everything, and about the wooden. And I folded it like a letter.
Very nice.
No, yeah, that's
All right. Is the good Duke moved at all?
No.
What do you do with the letter?
He pockets it, probably without even reading it. He takes the coins, puts it in his pocket.
Didn't even read the letter.
Can Giblet start crying?
No!
Yes, you certainly can.
Giblet walks up to Oz Just you can hear myself about.
I know the audacity. It was a
Universe is
fantastic
missing out on the
idea.
team. Universe is missing out on the team.
He puts crap.
Oh, bend down and give.
So
yeah.
No.
What did we say? 3 feet?
I guess I was enough to bend down that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People sobbing at this point.
This is a higher roll. Oh, let's go.
He was a good letter giver. We did our best. Well, I think it's less about you and more about him.
Not so much.
I don't. I mean, I think you can still be friends even if he doesn't give you the amulet.
As we're all walking.
I don't think that's.
It's like you're reading a
Except
kid
for
that's crying.
inverse.
Do what?
It's like you're reading a kid that's crying and you're like, come on.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. It's not that he doesn't like you in so much as that he just really likes you.
It was here.
Yeah, you're no longer. No. You're
I don't disagree. Nevertheless, there's really not much we can do. Not unless you want to steal it off him.
No way, you're not my way.
Giblet, that seems ill-advised.
I just want
I mean,
No, I just start
So you cry for a little bit longer and you have a little more conversation. Is there anything else you'd want to say
you just
specifically?
blackmail you.
I want him to still like me.
Well, you're at a bit of a pass. I think that's where, yeah.
So, you all make it into, and Penny will, it takes a moment, but she gets someone to join her in the main worship center of the Temple of Lathander with like pews and stuff and the glass, colored glass of the Morning Lord there. And she takes a moment to explain the ritual to you all and to this this other cleric who has come up, and you recognize it as the lady from the library.
That one?
The elder lady, yeah, who's like, yes.
What color did she? I didn't know what color she looked because I thought it was weird. And it's Dex. Pretty close.
It should be.
Light red.
Yeah.
That's Celestial.
9.
That's right. Her and Galara glow the same color.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, then I can.
So, so with that, let's see. Duke said he would help. So how is the Duke? So she's gonna try and set up this ritual, basically where the four of you, her, the librarian, cleric, Giblet, and the Duke are kind of in a four facing each other, kind of north, south, east, west, but all facing each other. And then the rest of you are kind of slightly
watching
out, like 10 feet away. Yeah.
Golden's just gonna kind of do the same fake ritual thing he did when he summoned the Thunder dudes.
Without the chalice this time, though, right?
Is there another like holy symbol?
There are
I mean,
holy symbols all over.
Yeah.
And he's got his amulet
Oh yeah, you do
with
have
the
the amulet.
Lathander symbol.
Promise to give it to Giblet if you get what you need.
No.
Everybody here wants you to give it to me.
I'm not particular. I like the drama either way.
I also love the drama.
Oh, I
either way.
don't let now.
I just play.
6 plus 5, that would be 11. So,
So the Duke is turning his amulet, his Lathander symbol on the amulet forward.
Or was
what?
already
It
that.
was already the Thunder forward, right?
Oh, okay,
But
that's right. That's right.
so
So
8.
What's Mike Gale doing while this is happening?
So he's also not feeling that.
He's kind of standing back watching, getting a sense of the party. What do you think?
He's fine. He's done with
You said we're in the library,
The librarian came to join you in the temple area.
Did he follow him?
nails.
Did you follow him?
Yeah, I'm with everybody.
Inverse is all by himself.
I'm gonna be
Don't look at me.
subtly like looking around, pretending to admire the architecture and everything, but really I'm just.
Okay, make a perception check.
I knew that one.
Ha! You have to drop your base down.
With the main. Do I need to use a channel divination for that? Or can I do
No, and you can only do it for once a week.
I can do it twice.
Channel
Is it
divinity,
because of
not
your level?
no.
No, channel
Oh,
Channel
sorry, not
divinity
divine
and
intervention.
divine intervention are totally
Two
different.
different things.
I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't use divine intervention 2d4 days.
Okay.
I thought it was 2d4 days.
Right, sexy.
It's like he's getting surrounded. I still didn't realize that was too.
Oh,
I
perception.
can be
Okay.
literally anywhere.
Bless your dice. Not stealthily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget your
I'm,
D4.
never mind then.
Okay.
Firing.
But nothing could give us strength.
Nothing at all.
Wait. For my own mind's sake, not because I'm plotting anything.
Hey, can I borrow
I
a piece of
use-
paper for unrelated reasons?
So whatever, like divine intervention,
They're just
I
chilling.
use that today technically in the game.
Yes.
They're chilling, actually.
So you're hoping-
And technically, so far, we haven't been through, I think we're on like day 5 of the game.
What? This is takes place over 5 days.
The world is mine.
It's like finding out that Baldur's Gate is like.
Yeah.
It's like these people's worst or best weeks of their life, depending on who you are.
Okay. And then were you wanting to know about the channel divinity, or do you feel good about it?
After you can either turn undead or do max damage on lightning.
Unfortunately,
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know about that.
Okay.
I just
So,
got the names mixed.
She doesn't feel
How would Giblet try and help in this ritual?
Yes, he did, actually.
He just melts.
So, okay.
It's just
You're the actual religious one. I'm
Yeah.
betting you.
I know. I feel like
Pray to Thor.
I would just pray to Thor. I feel like I would just join in.
Yeah.
Kind of like I did with the High Priestess
I mean,
without
the
using
families
my
are no less.
divine intervention and kind of just like sit. I obviously have a holy symbol on me. It's not
yeah,
good for anything.
Okay.
actually.
Because that's my cleric. So I'll probably just like hold that with the circle and just kind of like.
That's a third two. All right.
Okay. So,
That's a
You get my bad
bit of
Friday.
perception.
You're doing great.
My first player.
You haven't had to touch the Lumify, so.
I can rewrite it.
That's like an hour.
Not enough to deal with, but
um,
you guys
Secrets
don't
going.
notice anything.
Oh, I just want to scare you guys.
very dramatic. Okay, here's what I need then. So, well, first, you're looking around for magic items.
Yeah,
Things that might be magical.
Yeah, just in the room we're in, just
Okay.
if you got like anything displayed, like a piece or something.
So there are a variety of relics in the room, including a very large tome at the front with a strange candelabra next to it. There are a few other smaller items, but those are probably the most identifiable as potential. With the 23, and you just kind of walking through the room in this area. Okay, with that, so to the ritual. So you make a religion check for me
You want, I did persuasion last time.
Did you put it?
because you were trying to pray to Lathander.
Yeah.
Are you gonna hold the amulet and try and pray to Lathander?
I'm not gonna hold the amulet because it's also Thor. I'm gonna just like take one of like the holy symbols like off the wall or something and use that.
Just pop a thunder wave.
Like you said, there's a bunch of random holy songs.
Okay.
around. I'm gonna use one of those.
You can find something that will be removable. Sure.
It's like blasphemous.
These two guys.
Maybe.
It's a pragmatic. He's like holy symbol. This has gotta help.
Yeah, I can always pocket it for later as well.
That would be blasphemous.
It's I've used up blasphemous if I use it for something holy. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
They wanted to roll persuasion.
So we will let you do the persuasion check. Yes.
That means you can get at least 20 million.
I mean, technically he can.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 1, but that changes to a 10, so 21.
Okay.
I warned you.
So 2d8.
I'm rolling terribly today. I don't know what's been going on.
13.
You rolled one.
Did you really? So what's your total
I think
religion
you
check?
cursed my dice.
Well, it's not one. I don't have anything that
Yeah,
changes.
let me-
You have no bonus in religion?
Well, I thought with that ones you can't add bonuses.
It's a skill check. It's different.
Well,
That's why his one gets to go to a 10. It's not an attack roll. It's not an auto fail.
It'd be a 4. I think.
Okay.
I like.
But it's also not super
Yeah,
helpful.
I think Giblet is just too distraught that
Okay.
the the Duke to be better.
It's hard as a dinner.
It's hard to focus
I was
on
just like, oh
the
gosh,
power of your god when this thing is not being resolved.
It's just, it's very sad, and I'm just very distraught. I just came from a mental breakdown about it, so on the way, so I feel like I've been distraught.
Well, so
librarian and Penny.
And I can, I'll use my.
That's-
Worse, there's a minor.
so your nat ones always turn to 10 and you have a plus 11 bonus.
As long as I have proficiency in the skill.
That hits.
Okay,
So what does a 2 turn to?
10.
10.
Okay, anything under 10. I was just
Anything
trying to
under
make sure I
10
had it
takes to
locked
10.
in.
Yes.
Okay, so you can never get lower than a 21 in
As long as
persuasion.
I have proficiency. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hate rogues for fire
That's
passion.
I have not engaged with that
Because
ability.
you
very
rarely
often.
see higher level. I mean,
Yeah.
how often do you end up with a higher level?
Yeah, they start multi-classing after a while or something.
You just don't have that level in most things too.
Alright. So that's pretty cool.
Higher
So
level.
Penny's a little rusty, and the librarian seems to be struggling, potentially distracted. So somehow the good Duke is better than everyone's roll by like 11.
Yeah, maybe I should become the high priest.
So
I've done more religious stuff I think anyone else with the whole. I mean, excluding Gibbon with her divine energy.
She did have
but
it
more
really
than the high priest.
so part
more
of
than
this,
the other
you're
guys.
also just you're worn out
I'm
from.
worn out. I cried for the whole way.
It's kind of my fault.
People need a nap.
Yeah. So
I should become the high priest.
here's what I need. Here,
I should.
Braden, roll a percentile.
That was
You failed this one.
like at least
No, I should become the high priest. I should kill the high priest.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
you multi-class.
Yeah. He's studying right now. He's never been.
So
Did you guys sanctuary?
For
I was gonna say she's a cleric.
Smash.
Did you guys sanctuary?
but for the other two.
Why do you ask?
Well, if the thing's about to explode.
That doesn't. That
Oh,
only
it's
affects
yeah. It doesn't do.
tactics.
It doesn't affect its area of effect. Yeah.
Anyway, I'll be fine.
Can they not see we're on the
so
I'm wearing the robes. I am covered.
You are.
so you all stand around and you're doing your own form of prayer, the four of you. You all are standing in this kind of north, south, east, west.
By
in the
Abaddon's
center-
will, that
In
man
the
is
center
broken.
aisle of this worship center, where there's about 10 pews on either side, and another set of 8 that kind of go out at an angle, all kind of radiating out the center dais with
We're
the
all
sun
10
shining.
feet away.
And you all are 10 feet back. Yeah.
Okay. That seems safe.
Yeah. And so, as you all are doing your prayerful things, Penny moves the incarnate for the librarian to hold, and the librarian is across, Giblet's here, and the Duke is here. So Duke and Giblet facing each other, Penny and librarian facing each other. I don't know if
That's a
those
real
details
weird-
matter, but this is
Maybe that's why you failed, is because
She's like, yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
So, the incarnate goes over, and then Penny reaches to her pocket, and her hand is shaking as she pulls out the pouch with the grok stone that she was given a number of days ago.
It's fine. Everything is fine. Keep going.
Okay. As she shakes, and we'll do. So we've got 1 percentile. Roll me a percentile die.
Yeah, that's
There's a moment where she struggles. The thing kind of jumps in her hand, and she struggles to catch it. And that was your first percentile die. There's an energy clearly. 80.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a good 80 or a bad 80?
Yeah.
Nobody knows yet. As the grok stone leaps from her hand, the incarnate also seems to be drawn closer to it. Roll me a percentile die for this last little bit.
50 exactly.
Okay.
You can't just roll
Doing the
that.
math. Okay. The goal was to get so your individual skill check rolls added up to a total that would have made this safe. Unfortunately, most of you rolled very low. including that. So we were at like, I want to say, we'll see, it was 21, 22, or 25, plus an 8 total and a 10 total. So we were at 35, 43. So with that, so here's what happens. So the one he rolled was not successful. So the 71, the grok stone leaps from Penny's hand, and she struggles. She can't grasp it even as she's praying and like having a hard time focusing her spiritual energies because of the guilt and stuff that she's dealing with through all of this. The incarnate is drawn as well, and these two stones seem pulled together by strong magnetic force. And as they collide at the center, the four of you in the middle, so you two specifically, Penny and the librarian, are going to take 10d10 damage. And those of you who are 10 feet out will take half that.
Oh.
So I am going to, let's just
I don't have
all
to.
of you roll 2d10s.
I don't have
Is there
to.
no saving throw?
Still alive.
No, we just take
Okay.
it. I guess, yeah.
This is a cataclysmic explosion.
I told
Release of energy.
What do I take?
Oh yeah, you're not there.
None.
He said it'd be
But can you roll 2d10s?
I just wanted to remember.
D10s?
Yeah, because there's 5 of you. If all of you roll 2d10s, we'll have the right
Oh,
damage
yeah.
I got 10 in all.
total. Okay?
Oh, hell yeah.
Because I could do it on here, but then you guys don't get to roll dice.
Do we?
So with 2d10s, you got 5.
Yes.
So 15 total.
I have 7, so it'd be 22.
22,
Plus 7.
29.
29.
Because
Hey, that's
How
not
much
bad.
cataclysmic?
33. So, yeah, it's almost. So most of you have. So that most of you have.
Oh, you
Seen,
said there's no saving throw?
there's no saving.
Oh, Olivia pops.
She takes half that. She takes 20. Or it's still, yeah, it's like 16. I think.
Even with, I even took the, like, finally took the Eldritch Invocation. How much, so how much was that half?
So 16 damage total.
one
For
Wait,
those
they
that,
rounded down?
6.
for those at the 10-foot mark, it's half rounded down.
Well, I'm gonna uncanny dodge to take half damage.
6 damage.
In this instance, you can't.
He was that.
There's no dodge. Like the reason. So as I was about to narrate.
When you take damage.
So, as I was about to narrate, in this case, the thing that the reason the damage is low and only 30 out of a potential 100 is, or 33 out of a potential 100, is you all have seen this happen like
Multiple times.
twice. Now this is the third time. So so the moment that that's like slips, you know it's coming, and so it's like everyone gets this little bit of bonus, and so we'll narrate it out instead of letting you take your special ability, because everyone's kind of having a similar reaction.
If I know what's coming.
Yeah.
it should be
So
fine.
that's basically why it's only 33 is what we're doing. So you still, so everyone at, but you're at like the epicenter. So a flash of radiant energy, explodes out. The pews that you all are kind of standing near get shoved 30 feet back by this force.
I was about to say I was sitting on one of them. I'm so glad I never said that.
And all of you are all of you are knocked to your bottoms. You're knocked on your back. The wind knocked out of you. You take the 33 or you take the 16 damage depending on your proximity to the epicenter.
Alright, peace, Olivia.
Should we roll perception for this one? Or?
Roll a percentile die for me.
That's 17.
Does the organ take
8%.
Is 008?
Yep.
Okay.
No.
Can you roll a d8 for me?
Where's my D8? 4.
Okay. So, that the lower the score was to determine to what degree the incarnate expanded by its completion, because 10 with incarnates 10 stones is a significant thing. So as the 10th stone is added to this,
It's only the 9
stones.
Yeah.
I had 9 and then Grok.
It was 8 amber.
Yeah, because it was 6 to begin with.
Yeah, and then we found 2.
So 9 stones is
So
significant.
9
9 stones is significant.
Yeah, I just thought I had the right number of names. Fine. 9 stones is significant for the sake of story.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no reason
No.
9 can't be
Yeah,
significant.
for some reason I thought I had it at 10. That's fine. So yes, but suffice to say, it was all 9. That's why, because there's one leader. I know why I messed up, but yeah, so that's.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking like 2
Penny isn't
squads,
dead.
but yeah. So that's what my
Penny's
brain was
still
doing.
alive.
So when the 9th stone hits, this squad, this incarnate has a complete step, and
I guess.
so as this radiant energy fizzles and or dissipates in swirls of light and spark, and you all kind of shake off the shell shock a little bit and look up, the incarnate has grown 4 times its original size and is basically 4 times. It was like this big before. So this griffin incarnate is now
Save my bonus attack.
like the size of a pony.
21.
People could lie.
So this griffin is now the size of a pony, and all of you hear in your minds that swirling, overlapping voice that some of you had heard before. All of you hear in your minds that layering of voices. Thank you. With the echoes of 9 voices behind it.
Worry
This guy's popped Olivia twice.
I said I should have put it in there.
I agreed with that.
I know. Religious stars. Everything needs a ritual.
Oh my, that did not go as I had planned. Penny's still like looking up. She's standing like laying there.
Yeah, eventually Olivia might get tired.
What?
How much health people? Like, are any of them dead?
No, I mean they're strong clerics, so they're like both of them like hit the ground and they're like lay on hands.
That's
Sir, so
paladin.
Is everyone? Clerics don't have healing.
Well, they do, but
Cure
lay on
wounds, not
hands.
lay on
is paladin,
hands.
yeah.
It's true.
It's fine. Cure wounds.
Yeah.
Yes, they do a healing cleric-y
The
thing.
healing word of the day.
Speaking of which,
Nice.
I cure wounds myself.
Yes. Is as Penny goes to
No,
sit
we
up,
don't
is
get cure wounds.
everyone all right?
No.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Friends, and you all right? And all of you can hear telepathically. We are well. We are one.
He actually does look fun.
He's in the peak of health.
He's nothing.
You can hear in your mind. We're sorry for you, friend. I'm hopefully she'll return with this echoing layered voices.
Send back telepathically. She will, but
I'm still okay.
she might get tired of this eventually.
So with that, this you now are standing with a pony-sized griffin incarnate shaped of these geodes of soul, for lack of a better term.
weighted dice.
What does the incarnate look like?
It looks like a larger version, but
It's aura though.
oh,
Because that's pretty much the only thing I'm seeing at this point is the aura out of my one eye that can see pixelated shit.
I'm fairly certain that this should be a light green or a light red.
Like,
My remaining.
okay.
The other one's gonna.
Actually, you might see a blend of both light green and light red.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
It's Christmas themed.
Celestials
I
are
did
Christmas
do that on
themed.
accident.
They're complimentary colors.
Yeah, that's what I was. So, with that, and a nice light green, not like a, not something yucky like this,
Nice
or like the. I don't know, I'm thinking like of the like brownish green. Never mind. We'll move on.
Yeah.
Yes, it does matter. A nice light green,
Okay.
and I think we said light red. It's just paint, Greg.
A little
So
bit, yeah,
we
but
may have covered that another day. Anyway, so this has happened, and you all are there, except for Inverse. And but Inverse, you do hear a loud reverberation of some kind. But
He's still up.
it's not loud where you are. It is unusual
Yeah, we haven't done
in the
it.
distance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So You all are
I'm gonna burn a wizard spell slot to bring
Olivia back. Okay, cool. So Olivia has returned. As you all kind of get up and survey the wreckage, a squad of paladins will run in. Is everything all right? Are you all right in here?
You might need a lot.
enough.
Well, I've already burned over half the keys.
Oh yeah.
The librarian will say, so we're fine. We're fine, but could you come?
Fine, Mike.
Actually, that did leave me a little winded. Could you come fix these pews? We seem to have made a mess. And don't mind the large creature here. It's perfectly safe as they come. Put their hands on their swords as they walk up. And with that,
Wait,
yep.
have I partied with these paladins before?
Oh yeah, you did party with
Make a
me.
percentile die check, and you've got an 80% chance. 0 to 80.
So with
61.
Yes, three of the 4 are familiar to you. Oh my God! Hi. So you're back already?
Yeah.
It's crazy. We're like in war zone time right now. It's just
It's crazy, but at least we get to see each other again.
yeah. High five.
I'm waiting for crossplay.
So with that, we level up right now.
No.
No.
That is definitely not what he was gonna say.
We all failed at parade.
Yeah.
Half of us didn't even do anything. We were just standing there and took damage.
This seems really important to the story.
Oh yeah.
Alright, anyway, so with that,
Yeah. I really thought that was gonna be more damage too. I was surprised. That was
I rolled really well. I was super happy.
I play it like I'm a
So where to next? What do you want to do?
Can I do my thing I showed you? The note?
Oh yeah.
So
in my first month playthrough, when I hit F3,
are you're trying to do it stealthily?
fireballs
Yeah,
at me,
walk
I'm
away.
gonna get to do that.
Make a stealth check.
Okay.
There's a lot going on.
Fucking gift, man.
You forgot his special.
Mhm.
Cool. At this point,
I didn't forget, but it is customary.
20,
Like I can't say yes, it just works. I like we have to let the dice decide.
22.
Okay.
That sucks. I rolled low.
That's so super.
The only way I could match that is with a nat 20.
Yeah. So
I can't even manage out with an F20.
It's because Olivia's wisdom is higher than mine.
Let's see.
so in the chaos of the situation, you managed to do this thing. Because everyone else is focused on this massive creature and the energy dispersing, and you're able to, we'll say, partially because of your uncanny dexterous abilities, that you're given a faster recovery from all of this, which allows you just enough time to stealthily do the thing with the stuff.
I mean,
Okay.
one more.
Unarmed strike. Bonus.
Okay, we could all roll just to see.
I have a.
Except for me, because I'm not here.
Except there's no trigger for you to roll for, so it'd be based off your passive anything.
At this point,
And therefore, what do you want to do now?
I'm then gonna try and just.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this is.
And that's the end of my campaign. I have nothing else for you. Created an incarnate and done. No, I'm kidding. This is only the beginning.
I guess presumably, I guess I'm gonna leave. I mean,
What about the goblin birthday?
You got a few paladins around. You got a librarian. You got Penny. Thank you so much for trying to help. This is truly miraculous. I've never seen anything like this before.
Can I go up to the 3 paladins?
Yeah, the good rolls only
that I
like.
partied with? So listen, I got an idea for another party. We have a goblin on our crew that it's their birthday.
Oh, that's so
Can
great.
we have another party?
Yeah.
Why?
We're on like 20-hour watch shifts right now.
20 hours?
We're on like high alert. Like we're expecting.
24-hour watch.
Like we've been
We had to
like.
stay awake.
Did you see all the flying like powerful?
Yeah.
Like we are the little people who are going to die.
Yes. Well, I mean,
and it's our joy to, but like we are
Could we
not.
raid your supply closet of party
We
supplies
murdered
from our
people
last
in a
party?
religious site.
I think you're gonna have a hard time getting past the like everything is locked down. We are on like what's it called, like when you're on like is it yeah, I was trying to come up with like an in-world version of this.
So let's say I know a guy.
Oh yeah, it's like Red Alert, DEFCON 1 or 4 or whatever it
worst
is.
case, we could only party with like Cameron.
That is true.
But
We were told to expect demonic invasion as an imminent reality.
We don't
That's
party.
not
Well,
imminent.
You can party. So let's say I know a guy that's like kind of runs this, this whole thing. Can he unlock those doors?
He could, but he's probably not going to.
You know, like I do.
You're welcome to try.
Okay.
a little busy right now.
But we've got to get back on. They've at this point finished. Like they've been talking to you while they've straightened and reset the pews.
While they're rearranging.
I want to go up to Penny. And
He's still standing.
so, what are you gonna do now?
I need to go back to the benches and talk with my therapist.
Are you gonna take your friends with you?
You know, you're right. We should have a conversation. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even. I was thinking too much about me. I'm sorry. You're right. We should check and see what they need, and maybe you guys need me to go. I don't know what you need, but it might be a good idea if we. I don't. You're right. I don't need to go talk to them right now. I just needed to. Maybe I can process on my own. I feel better about praying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's all fine and well. You can do all of that if you'd like.
Should go with you and go back to the. No,
The power of prayer is clearly very powerful, so maybe you're right. Maybe that'll fix everything. But you do happen to now have a much larger companion to take with you. I don't.
That's true, but I don't know. I mean, I think they want me around still.
That's
But I mean,
yeah,
it was.
of course. But are you sure the Banshee's Repose is the place for you?
Well, that's where the that's who I get like Shamel is there, and she always we talk through all these things, and she's been talking with me for the last like 10 years, and we've been working through the sense of guilt and shame I have because of these.
And it's been helping?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you should have seen me. Like, I haven't had
see, I
I think in easily like 8 or 10 years to drown my sorrows.
Well, I suppose that's 8 or 10 is a little. That's a big. Okay.
Well, I think
Anyway, I'm gonna breeze
there was
past
a
that
period
for
there
your
where
sake. I'm gonna breeze past that for your sake.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
How many hours has it been since Penny went on her date?
It's been about Seppi went on her date about 3 hours ago total.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That's pretty
right.
cool.
So it's been about 3 hours.
Yeah.
How long does a date normally last?
If you want tips on
I don't
all
know.
that, go to Steve, our officer on campus right now. Yes.
Anyway,
It's a
so
second ask for it.
I mean, I guess
Don't do
you
it.
could come with us if you'd like. There's not a lot of room, but I'm sure we could find space for you.
Well, Seppi and I have bunked before. That's fine.
Yeah.
She and I, yeah, we used to travel all around together.
If you'd like to come with, I'm sure the rest of the crew would be fine with it.
That might be, it might be good to get, and if are you, and yeah, it might be good for me to get out and around. And,
Yeah, maybe you
and,
don't go
especially
right.
now that I'm close to the ones I care about. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, that could be
Maybe
good.
don't just run
It
back.
could be really hard though. It could be good though.
I'm.
It could be hard, but it could be good.
That is how most things are. You're right. It seems
Look,
like we're in
we're
agreement.
processing trauma here, okay?
Yeah, and Oz isn't good at that.
Is that okay or not?
We got the water over here, who's just nervous wreck, and then we got Penny, who's dealing with trauma.
Oz is the person.
There's texture, right? A thing with go. Oh yeah, well yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
I'm just
So
trying to make them real.
I love this. This is great. I love getting to play a character.
Actually, as long as it's all on, as long as you guys are good with it.
Yeah, no.
What's Mike doing?
Sailing shit.
Hopefully.
Planning to steal shit, but
Yeah.
using him to do it because I'm not sneaky. In fact,
Oh,
I am
look
very
who-
loud.
Okay.
I usually, when I take things, I
Oh,
take
your
it
stealth
like
was a
forward.
22. His perception was a 23. You would have seen him.
Oh, do my story?
Yeah. So you or no, you would have seen him pull the annual.
Nothing.
Send him a text.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, he's on the amulet.
So
I didn't do anything. That's hearsay.
He's on the amulet.
I technically did not finish any sentence or even a word. I didn't even
I suspected as
like
soon as you
it's an astronomical measuring unit or whatever.
you said not. I was like, he's gonna send the amulet.
Yeah.
How is your backup plan gonna work now?
Okay, I'm not gonna say my backup plan.
Your backup plan was good.
I have to wait a week to use my backup plan.
Are you divine intervening with me?
It's an option. It's always an option.
It's always an option with my buddy Thor.
So true.
True.
Because that's
I figured it was gonna happen. That's why I was
that's
like,
one of my favorite lines in that.
I mean, but I have.
Or is it Ragnarok?
this will forever ruin.
I've never seen either of
Unless
those.
it's Ragnarok. Because he's
It's
6 years
Ragnarok.
old.
Yeah,
I have to watch. My parents are making me watch the Marvel movies in
I
order.
haven't done it.
Your parents are?
Yeah.
That's like we just did that last. We do it about every 8 months. We watch all the Marvel movies in order.
The problem is I'm not a movie person. I haven't made any progress in like a year
So
now.
now, so now you have to do the movies and then the
Oh, are
series.
you gonna? Are you gonna?
We do all. Yeah. So we do all of them. We didn't, except for the. We didn't think the girls looked like the Doctor Strange
For
2.
now, but
Multiverse of Madness. Because
You're higher on my hierarchy.
Scarlet Witch stuff is pretty intense for my 9-year-old and 12-year-old for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't think
Well, I
we all
yeah, I
like
could
the
read
Witcher,
it
but she
now.
doesn't like that style. Like it's very horror, right?
That's
Right, Lily?
it's very,
Yeah.
it's got a lot of.
Yeah. So we skipped that one, and anyways, sorry, we're just. So,
Yeah, back to story.
so what are we doing? Because
University.
Well, I mean, I was talking to Penny. I'm
so
down
you're
to-
talking with Penny. Penny's like, I could get like, yeah, that could be good. Could be tough, but could be, and it's like this. That's
We're try to interject and just be like, we're going to the Radiant Citadel.
that could be nice. I haven't been back there, and it's been a while. Actually, yeah.
It's been 5 days for us.
and the fun.
Let me make sure. It's probably 6 or 7, but I may have round. I was just quick mathing it.
It's been a
But
week for us.
you were okay. Hold on. You were 4 days, 4.5 days in from the Radiant Citadel when you went and got to the Frogbutt Cave.
So yeah, it
So
really
then
only
it was
has
a
been
day-
like
it's 7 days. Yeah, at this point.
it's been 7. It's been a week.
Well, that's. I mean, there's a and there's. I hear there's lots of places you can go from the Radiant Citadel. I haven't traveled out of the ethereal plane in quite some time.
Oh, it might be
no.
good for you.
Technically, it hasn't been a week because a week in D&D is a 10-day.
Well, it's been a. Oh yeah.
Actually,
So I have to wait 10 days.
It's
No.
Divine intervention is just
It's
2d4
It's
days.
a. It's a. There's gotta be.
Divine intervention
Okay.
is 2d4
There's gotta be a
days. But I
definite
could be
like a
wrong.
word that's a definite.
Is it 7?
I thought it was just 7.
2d4 is other abilities.
There's a day. There's a word for 10 days.
10 days.
And it's called a 10-day.
It's called a 10-day.
So there's got to be a word for. Okay, yeah. So it's been a 7 day.
7 days is a fortnight.
No.
No, that's
14 days is a
Oh,
fortnight.
yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
I thought
So
it was
a
2
for-
weeks. I thought it was.
So a fortnight would be 20 days.
I thought a fortnight was a first-person shooter.
I am fine
It's
with
like
us
my
using week as a 7-day unit of measure. I don't have any problem with that. So let it be written. So let it be done.
It's been a
Moving
week
on.
for us.
2 weeks.
Yeah, fortnight. Yeah, thought so.
That's what I said. So a fortnight is 20
I knew that
days.
like 7th grade.
Anyway, it's been a week.
Admittedly, my favorite book in 6th grade was like Jane Eyre and A Tale of Two Cities. So don't judge me.
Anyway.
Along with the Lord of the Rings cuts.
But okay.
Anyways,
It's been a week.
Bill, come on.
Long as you can go. Might be good for you to get out.
yeah,
So,
I like that. And it could be.
I don't
Yeah.
know if the incarnate could come. I don't know if it's rolled into this place or not.
We're running for our lives.
And in your minds, and in all of your minds, you hear the incarnate speak. That's a good place for us to go.
It can speak to, so it just
It's
always
just-
speaks to all of
It
us.
hears and talks. It's like that's like instead of it speaking vocally, if it's in a crowd, it just everyone within 10 or 15 feet. As far as you all know, everyone's hearing this.
Okay.
So it's a conversational response. So
All right. So it sounds like it's set then.
It is 7 days. If he didn't answer, I could use it the next day.
yes.
Since he answered, it's only 7 days.
Yep.
Alrighty. So sounds like that's our next stop then.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah.
Just deciding.
So we well, it seems like I mean, we're waiting for Sephi though, right?
Yeah. But she should be back sometime
We should walk
tonight.
over and check it.
Yeah.
Let's not do
We
that.
have, we have a certain someone.
I guess we do have a reason.
That her name again, who is very stealth that could check in on the day. Very sneaky
Oh,
stealth.
I see. So instead of us actually going,
We just check in. We just see how, like, are they still on the date? Oh, okay, they're still on. We can go back. You know, no, just walk by. We're just walking around.
So is that what we're doing?
okay, so
I was
that is a interesting.
that was just a vibe.
Campaigns.
Okay.
But you
So
don't.
all of you here, all of you except for Inverse, what are you doing? Because your potion's complete.
I'm working on the potion of mine. Actually, I'll do the Hill Giant strength one now. I'm working on that.
Okay. Cool. So you're just being a little productive little monkey over there.
Yeah, I'm the
cool.
useful one in the party.
I'm sorry.
I'm
You
used
can't, like, and have 4.
See, others might say
Coming out of the
the
thing.
isolated and introverted one over like insular version of the party. But that that too.
I don't concern myself with parties.
We still haven't really done any combat for Mike yet either. So.
And I want myself back. I'm starting to lose it slowly.
And it's hard for me to incite combat in this particular environment.
Yeah, we're not really.
Right? It's not like there's a random encounter.
We will be.
I mean, I could make it work, but it would be a real big stretch.
Yeah, we'll be heading towards the Radiant Citadel, so you'll have good opportunities.
Yeah. Okay, so do the 4 of you, Elwyn and Penny, wander over to the head clerk's apartment?
I assume so.
I guess so. Yeah. Is there aspects of
the area.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
It takes a couple minutes, but Giblet knows where to go. So the door's shut. What do?
If only Inverse was here, he had gaseous form.
We don't want to get in there.
If only all of the team were together. It would be so much easier to run an adventure.
Hit the ground and see what happens.
Yeah,
Oh, there
that's
is
a good
something I
idea to
think
make
I
it
want.
gassy in there while they're on a date. I said, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Make it gassy in there while they're on a date.
Okay,
So,
I apologize. My idea.
You arrive at the closed door of Eldrin Sunstrider, head cleric of the Temple of Lathander.
who has the highest perception? You do, right?
What do you
Anything
plan
as
to
long as you have.
Wait, I can send a message to Sunstrider
Maybe
You could.
asking how it's going.
maybe first we just try putting
Or
pressure to the
Galara,
door.
because she's cute. She'll respond.
Maybe
These are all options.
maybe just try putting your ear to the door.
It's a door.
As they're conspiring.
Perception check, whoever puts their ear to the door.
I'll try that.
I think this is the highest perception. Yeah.
Guidance.
There was something I
Oh, yeah,
wanted
you
to do.
too.
Oh, what did you want, aside from the
Yeah,
giant thing?
aside from the.
What do we got?
You mentioned the goblins stumbling around earlier. Would Inverse be aware of
We
that?
married them.
Yeah.
I think you would.
Oh, sure it does.
It
Yeah.
does.
That one.
Like, I could marry this.
At the very
Yeah.
beginning, you would have seen the
marry
goblin
everyone at the
kind
party.
of
We're gathered
like
here
sidestep,
today
yeah.
just to
Sidestep Elwyn, I think is what it is.
honestly just to kind of get
Yeah, you
something
would have
that's here.
Yeah.
So I noticed that he was
Bill,
stumbling, and I
come
just
down,
wanted
we'll
to make
catch
sure he was okay.
Okay. Well, I came up and came out of the thing and I wasn't expecting him there. He's a real creepy dude, you know, he's real quiet, he sits in the corner and stuff. Like, it was just really surprising. I was just, yeah, I'm good.
Alright, that's good to hear. Can I make an insight check on that, just in case? I'm such a paranoid player.
The session?
I do think we need to find a use for ceremony.
11, I'm going to use Flash of Genius
We
and
need to find a use for ceremony at some point.
The goblin birthday.
5 plus
I don't
5.
know if any of that is.
That brings it up to 21.
It could be.
He seems sincere. He seemed like he just kind of freaks him out a little bit. He's so quiet.
Atonement.
And he just sits. He was just like, yeah, he's kind of thrown off.
I'm just gonna say it's
Oh,
understandable.
next
A
time
lot of
guys.
Next time on
people in this group are very unique, but
Yeah.
Owen seems to be a good person. I got to know him, so
I'm getting used to everybody and everything. It's cool. I just it was just kind of a momentarily
Find
know,
out. We can get it.
surprise.
shock is not.
And
As you listen to the door, okay. Clink, clink, pots clinking.
Is that called? It's called.
do I hear any of the voices?
Nope.
No, it's a.
I'm gonna just send them to Laura.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna use send them to
Okay.
I've gotten so much like.
So as you listen, what do you? So you're listening through the door, listening to her, and then you send a message into her mind.
5 words.
25 words. What do we, before I do this, what do we want to say?
Okay.
You should write it down.
How is the date going?
How is the day going?
Um.
How are you doing? We gotta be respectful.
I guess maybe open with the hey, how are you doing?
Hey, Giblet.
Oh,
Hey,
Giblet here.
Giblet here.
Hey, Zuko.
How are you doing? How's the day? I mean, how's that? We call it a day. How's the dinner?
Yeah, it's
It's
Kit
Kat.
yeah. We don't want to get presumptuous.
Yeah. How's the dinner?
Y'all kissing.
Well, Gloria.
Laura.
Oh, Laura. Oh, I thought this was going.
Our is Phil.
I thought this was going straight to Seppi.
No, there's that.
It's not in there.
Huh?
It's like in the off chance that because I only hear Galara,
Right.
and the off chance that they're not in there, I kind of want to go in.
Okay, yeah. Can we come in? Yeah, can we come in?
If the
Just say, can we come in?
other two aren't there, can we come in?
Yeah.
She's
She's
18 words.
She's 25 words to
And
respond.
25 words. Do we want to add
She's
anything
25
else?
words to respond.
So you hear little yelps of surprise every time you pause and then start again, as the 25 words come through slowly.
Are you gonna try and use your last 7 words?
To flatter her.
Start saying,
You are amazing and wonderful.
Bye.
Best wishes. Give it. They used. Oh no.
That was too
Best
many.
wishes. Okay. Just.
I think best. I think it's just
Oh,
best.
No, it's best wishes. With.
Best witches.
Best wishes.
Best
So-
wishes. and that's
Okay.
it. 'Cause people- it's the
Sending
best.
our best witches.
Okay.
It's not a threat.
Which please. Okay, so no, sorry. Oh, hi. That's so odd. Hi, Giblet. They went out for a stroll. You're welcome to come in. Is it just you?
You have to use
We're gonna-
another spell slot to send.
I think. Do you get a shorter reply back with sending?
I feel like I could just knock.
You
Yeah.
could.
Just.
Oh, you mean like a normal
Yeah.
person?
Yeah.
I almost said human being, but you're not a human.
None of us here are humans.
I know.
I'm
Oh,
Well, none of us. Oh yeah, you're human.
hello.
Yeah, none of us.
Oh, why did you talk in my head? She says through the door.
I wanted to be respectful and not interrupt anything.
I'm not really supposed to open the doors. The door. Who all's with you?
hello. It's nice to see you.
She hasn't opened the door. She's talking through the door.
I'm here with Can I start just? Can I just listen?
Do I don't
You're trying
think
to
I know
describe
all
them?
of them.
Yeah.
Do I know all of them?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm not supposed to let strangers in the house when no one else is home.
Mike and stay outside.
I'm sorry.
Mike, Oz, and Penny then, because
Oh,
Is the Laura
do you know Penny?
do you know? Does she know Penny?
Of course I know Penny.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
Penny
The
can
three
come
of us
in.
can come.
Well, she doesn't like you. About you.
Yeah, but he knows
She's-
me.
She kind of backs away and shoves
I'm gonna-
like when
I'm
she's
gonna-
like.
I'm gonna-
I think that's what I was going to
Hello?
Hi, we're friends of Giblets.
First items.
But I'm not supposed to let strangers in when no one else is home.
Yes. You don't have to let.
Giblet, you're wonderful. I'm sure your friends are too. But I'm really nervous about letting strangers in.
I'm not a stranger.
Can you get a squad of paladins? And I can let you in.
I'm a paladin.
Oh yeah, Mike here's a paladin.
Of Lathander?
What? You don't like Bill?
No, but the rest of them are, and I'm not supposed to. And by default,
How about I just come in?
I'm nervous about opening the door because I think you could be being coerced.
We're not coercing.
But wouldn't that be what someone who's coercing would say?
Please,
I
you
didn't
just open
think
the
about
door.
that.
We say it like that, it sounds intimidating.
But that's
This
so.
sounds intimidating.
Make an intimidation check.
I'm not intimidated. I'm persuaded. I'm not intimidated.
I'll intimidate.
It sounds no.
If you get a squad of paladins,
Really
if you get a squad of paladins, I can let you in and we can hang out and arm wrestle.
Can I try to use persuasion
Ever.
first? Just let me in and I'll leave me.
Are we
Uh,
really
I'd be
strangers?
paranoid if
You
there
could
was
say like, are we
someone
really
outside my
strangers if we
door.
already know each other?
Friendly
I've
skills.
been
Yeah.
saying that.
She knows. She met me.
So,
I just want to persuade her that Solly let me
Because
in
of the.
and that I won't let her.
okay, make a persuasion check. We're looking for something higher than a 16.
I have inspiration, right?
You do have an
Are you
inspiration.
gonna burn your inspiration on this?
Is that? Oh no, that was a 15. Okay, that wasn't a 5. It was a 15. The light was hitting it.
I thought it was a 5.
No, it was. Oh, was it?
I think it was a 5 because I saw a 5 too.
When I grabbed it. I'll just use inspiration. I'll
You just
re-roll.
burn your inspiration on it, yeah.
This is important to me.
Yeah, go for it. Use your inspiration on whatever you want.
It was a 15.
It was.
So,
It looked like a 15 to
It
me.
looks like a 15. It was.
I can barely
what's
see it.
your persuasion bonus?
That's +5.
Okay, you only need I said I need a 16 total.
Okay, but I didn't know if it was a 5 or a 15. That's the dilemma we're having.
Like the
The
roll of the
dice.
dice.
So what was
Because the
your,
light-
did
the
you do
light is-
advantage or?
No.
Oh, okay, you didn't use your,
Oh, I used
Your
inspiration. I re-rolled because I didn't know if it was a 5 or.
and what was that roll?
It was a 7.
Okay,
But then I
7
used
total or 7,
guidance.
oh, 7 plus 5?
Oh, do I have to re-roll guidance or can I
No.
only re-roll once?
You can only
Okay,
re-roll.
Okay, so that's 9. So it'd be 14. Damn it! Be 14.
Good effort.
If only someone could help me.
None of
Um,
them. I
The
mean,
problem is you've kind of got a balance of mixed perspectives because some are incurring disadvantage and some are incurring advantage
I
right now.
know, but still.
I'm not one of them.
Can I help? I haven't done anything off.
I think you're off
You can
footing.
see your alignment.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
chaotic neutral. I'm not evil.
Neutral,
You're
she
not
doesn't like
good.
it.
Again,
Yeah,
I
she
think
doesn't. She's
I
kind
think
of.
she was
she
backed
backs
away
away
from me
from
because of the evil items I was
No,
wearing.
but she also doesn't. She doesn't like.
Bro, me, I'm true neutral.
No.
She's
Because
still.
Dave was true neutral.
I can't remember if she's,
She's
Jen
nervous.
yeah, I don't think she's meant off.
She's seen me in Massive though. Because she,
Because when she saw all of us, she felt all of us.
yeah, because she did.
Because of him.
So-
Yeah, so she's seen all of us.
Again,
in
because
that.
if I had to say, if it wasn't a
Yeah.
15 plus your bonus, then your persuasion is not high enough to get. So she has set parameters of if you get a squad of paladins, we can hang out.
Wait, what did I need to be?
16.
Nice
Nice trying to reframe that, thinking I would forget. I see what you
No,
did.
I forgot. I didn't know it was.
I'm gonna go off on some balance.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Investigation check.
Oh yeah, you have the worst.
Good.
You have the
Good
worst.
lord, my dear. Like,
layout.
when I was
My name's
here,
Galara.
that's what I said.
You said Galora.
I said Galara. My apologies.
Maybe it's just your accent. I'm not trying to be nitpicky. I was just making sure.
Sorry, Galara, my default. When I was here earlier, I may have dropped an armband, if that's still here. Fire. Alright. Oh well. You do? Yep, that'll take her to the
I'm sorry. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing an armband.
If you did, would you please let me know?
Oh, certainly I will. Will you be on the ship with Sephi?
Yes, with Sephi and Giblet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that all you want?
Okay. Bye.
Huh?
Is that all you wanted to get in there for?
So with your 6 investigation, you wander about for 3 or 4 minutes. Like you travel a couple hundred feet away. It takes you a couple minutes, but you do manage to find a squad of paladins. But they don't recognize you. So for a moment, so they actually draw their swords and they see you wandering the halls of Rome. Who are you?
Yeah,
I'm with
yeah,
that.
fine. We'll keep going.
Okay. Persuasion check.
I want to look around.
We all
Probability
want
check.
to look around, but
Oh,
if
this
only
is
one
gonna
of
be
us looks around, it's
awesome.
Plus I'm suspicious.
26. No. 25.
Okay.
DC is 26.
Well, it's not good to wander around the temple. And what? Don't you know we're on high alert?
Fair point. I don't know her name, but
Why did he go?
What did you say?
I don't know her name.
her name because I'm kind of new here. But High Priest daughter needs to squash the paladins real quick. I was trying to find you guys.
That is not suspicious.
Think
I'm gonna make it sound
And you had a 25 on the other persuasion, so yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll come right here. Is she in trouble? Is everything okay? And they'll start marching
Oh
quickly
yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
everything's okay. She just wants squad paladins to stand guard while some people hang out.
Okay. Don't judge me. That's an odd request, but for her, sure. Okay. Shield's forward. So about 10 minutes. Yeah. That all together takes about 8 minutes. So he disappears while you guys are traveling. But then after about 8 minutes, you'll hear a squad of paladins come marching in their armor and everything.
No, I offered myself, but if she wanted a paladin,
Well, we are better than most, so it makes
we'll see about that.
percentile die, 80% chance.
82.
Oh, not really. These ones must have been the ones who were the only ones on duty.
No.
They were working the 24-hour guard shift.
Yeah.
20 hour.
No, these ones work 24 hours. That's how they missed it.
And they walk up. There's a lot of you. So you said that a squad was needed. Where's Mistress Galara?
We got the paladins.
Hi.
We got the paladins.
Oh, you got a squad of paladins?
Yeah.
Sir, please recite your rank and name and squad.
Now you get to do that, yeah?
No. And they do.
What's his name?
Bob.
This is squad 4A of the left flank, and I am Sergeant Aramel of the Amber Wood.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leave it there. I'm like, I almost went to the second one, and I'm like,
Can we
no, we're
get the
stopping
DM
there.
inspiration?
No. No, he doesn't deserve it.
That would not be to your benefit.
I know. I wanna
He
make-
doesn't deserve it. Harsh. Can you twist this knife you just stabbed me with? Anyways,
Deception and then
so,
Keep it on the background.
Yeah, you know.
what did I say his name was?
Aramil.
Like caramel, but air.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Aramel, come on in. That you hear four different locks and then a Fizz 11 arcane spell as she opens the door to let the squad paladins.
Can I come in?
You don't know.
Their mother was
You can ask.
But I mean, like, how old does she appear just by looking at her?
As you all move in, make an insight check. So you all can kind of move in. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have enough chairs, but we do have a few throw cushions over here on the wall if you want to sit down and rest.
Ooh, pretty good for something I'm not very good at.
Okay, what'd you get?
15.
Okay.
I got nat 20.
Inside.
So
Yeah.
total?
Total.
Okay. So, yeah.
24.
Nice. Okay.
I had to roll a flat 15.
So with a 15,
Yeah,
she has the appearance of a 16 or 17-year-old.
but I do also know that she's celestial.
Yeah. So you have a sense that there's something more.
She looks that age.
So
No,
the Duke would see that she has the outer appearance of a 16 or 17-year-old, and kind of that natural innocence.
Look in her eyes.
Yeah.
Stop
I'm just
looking
like,
deeply into
I'm
the
trying to
eyes.
think if there's anything more you can get with a 20 from this.
I mean, I'm ancient. I can see it in the eyes. How
It's-
old,
Yeah.
how old someone is.
So I don't know if that's true, but yeah, you both get the sense that she is that she has this appearance of being 16 or 17, and she has an innocent demeanor and a protective demeanor. With an insight check, there's a way that she is responding with the 20 and 24 insight. There's a way that she seems to be responding to potential threats. That makes you think that there is more to this story, but it's not necessarily. It may not be her age specifically. She does appear as a 16 or 17-year-old, youthful and innocent, but with a very distinct sense of
God of War, brutality, bloodshed,
safety and danger.
bloodshed. That's implying there are gods of blood.
And I'd say that yeah. So with that, that's about. There's not a whole lot there that you can get with that specific insight check. So that's the best you get.
Did I arm wrestle her yet?
I don't think you have.
I know, but she mentioned that arm wrestling. So either
And did I have her?
high
Did he call her Papa, or did she call him Papa? I
Yeah.
think she did. Papa told me you
Yeah,
love that.
that's what I
He
was
said
like,
you were, and I just thought that would make my day. Like I remember, I didn't even know. Like I just like no one's ever asked me to arm wrestle, so I figured I'd ask you because that sounds like a lot of fun.
This is great. I just wanted that to be confirmed that the high priest talks about me to his family.
Very cool.
But yes, let's arm wrestle with you.
Okay. Certainly. And then, Aramel, if you wouldn't mind, just posting each of your, just be present and in the corners and have your swords drawn for safety.
What?
It's okay. It's just standard procedure.
I don't know if that is true.
Well, it's my house, so it doesn't matter. It's nice. It's fine. You don't have to know. It's just you trust me, though, right?
I'm not sure I do.
Well, it's okay. I'm not sure I trust you, but you don't have to stay. That's why they're here. What did you want again? I thought. I mean, I thought we were hanging out and having fun. Oh my gosh, Penny!
That's right, Penny's with it. I forgot about that. We should have had Penny talk to her.
I know.
She runs up and
We did mention that Penny was there.
she runs up and Penny gives her and she gives Penny the biggest hug around her head, and Penny's like, whoa.
Okay.
And Penny's giving her a big dwarven bear hug. And the
That would
yeah.
fix me.
Hey, real quick, how long ago did Penny make the assault rock cave?
Like 100 years ago, I got 500? 50. 50.
I was gonna say,
And she knows Penny.
yeah, I was gonna say, one, and like he mentioned, like how long had Seppi and him been broken?
You could roll two, maybe one.
We have no idea.
I don't know that ever
That was
was explicit.
I know it was. I feel like it was implied to be quite a bit of time.
It was some time.
And so, like,
He could talk about it. And like, Penny's still alive.
I was gonna say, yeah, like we.
So,
I
it's
think
not
we're
like
all aware that Galara is not all that she seems. That she's something more than what she seems to be.
I think Laura is great.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Giblet has no.
Giblet is just no thoughts.
The rest of us are all like,
Great.
what the fuck?
I got 19.
What's the relationship? They're adopted.
I rolled a 21 for my arm wrestling.
Okay.
You're gonna destroy this
Oh,
poor girl.
you rolled a 2.
Gonna like
Except
nab her wrist.
She's been negative before.
That was so fast. Is that how you're supposed to do it that fast and hard? That was so fast. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, can we do that again? I want to try again.
Never
Somebody has challenged you to
I'm
a
gonna
direct
make
rematch
sword
afterwards. Wow.
disappear off my back to make everybody move a little more comfortable.
Okay.
I can do that with the X-Blade and put it in lock dimension.
Nice. Very cool.
Because
Thank you.
yeah.
Are you putting your weapon away?
Yeah.
He's sheathing his weapon in a pocket dimension.
I got a 10.
She got a 9. She rolled a raw 9.
Okay, I want to say, what do you not understand?
I rolled a raw 3.
This is a very like.
You can get
I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay. You guys are both like going back and forth. It's lasting a very long while. She's like smiling, like beaming. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Wait, so how do you win?
I've never had this reaction to an arm wrestle before.
So she's just so like she's just beaming. Like, so how do you win? Do we just
You just have to knock my arm down.
like like touch the table?
Yeah.
Okay. So hold on, let me see if she would do something else.
She casts guidance.
Enhance ability strength.
She's like, oh, this is
I have-
what we do.
You have enhance ability.
She's not a cleric, is she?
Solar.
Wouldn't you like to know?
She is the boss.
She's the person in the cleric's portion.
The avatar of Lathander.
I was gonna say she could be like an avatar.
Chosen from the Doom Vault, Dead of Fate, or in 4E too. God the Favorites called Chosen. I think it's another D&D lore too.
It is.
But like it's a big deal in Dead of Fate and Tales from the Yawning Portal. Like the Thanes kidnap a ton of Chosen and you have to rescue all of them in a big
Interesting.
dungeon.
She could also be like an avatar.
Yeah.
Avatar.
Are you checking the strength score of Solar?
No. But that's funny.
They can.
Not necessarily.
I know. Usually the chosen ends up becoming the avatar.
Actually, not always, because like avatars are more of like
It's like a
their
DM
mortal
creation.
form
Yeah.
rather than the chosen being the person.
I got a
Like
acting
a
up there.
person, yeah.
Salu, are you wearing the wooden ring?
Yes.
Okay. On the hand that you're arm wrestling with?
Yeah, good, like right. So we just gonna get insta kill.
Sure. Just do a D4, and 1 and 2 is if it's a 1 or a 2, it's the hand that that you're arm wrestling with.
It's a 4. So
Okay, so it's not on that hand. Okay, and did you have any other jewelry or any other things on your hands or wrists?
I probably had the ring that Goldman gave me on my other hand.
Okay. So you guys are having this battle of strength, and she's like beaming and smiling, and you're like, you have to get my hand to touch this thing. And so at some point she just barely gets enough strength, and then hold on, let me see. She says a word, and while she's holding your hand, wiggles your fingers and slams your hand to the ground, or not to the ground, but to the table, and the ring is like held to the table, like you can't. Your arm is like stuck to the table.
You've been cheating this whole time.
No, I haven't.
Guidance.
I didn't use guidance that time.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
That time. Have you been using guidance before?
I've been using it for 250.
Most of the time.
Yeah, I've been Goldman's really the only character
Because
besides
Goldman
Sam.
cheats. Because Goldman does always
See,
cheat.
Giblet is having an internal dilemma right now. Because
All the time.
Giblet
Oh, you still have an extra arm. I forgot about that.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you still have an extra arm.
I need to get rid of this.
Yeah.
22, like a 14
Again,
or something.
I can always just dad.
Yeah.
You don't have your sword.
What?
You don't have your sword right now.
I can pop it right back in.
You just pull a sword in the middle of it.
So your hand's still stuck to the table.
So you can't really do it this way.
Yeah.
This is, but I wonder, like, that's what you're supposed to do.
Well, this time, but for like future references, you're usually just supposed to use like your strength and not really any like magic or anything.
That's
Oh, so okay, you didn't. Okay, I get it now.
It's fun. I
Okay,
It's really cool.
and she blinks away, and the hand releases off the table like nothing happened.
Oh, I see.
That was interesting.
New and unusual.
It's so
ways
good that
to
you're not
combat.
there because you can't make an Arcana check. Right?
I mean, can the rest of us who are magical make
I'd
Arcana
just be like, how
You didn't add. I've never. If you'd like to, if your characters would do that, like, wait, what just happened?
You
As
suggest
the
that?
collector of magic items.
Yeah, as a collector man.
Yes.
Can I just go wait?
As a better collector of magic
Because that was
As a magical scholar.
Well, I mean, I have. Well, I just
as
just
a
used
magical
this thing I can do.
Can you do it again?
Yeah.
Can you do it again? Okay.
Okay. You wanna try again?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the normal rolls.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I got a 3.
you got a 3.
Just
I
normal
rolled
roll.
better.
So is that a 9 like last time?
That is
16.
Oh, that's a 10 like. So she
I rolled
she
a
like
but it's a
she's like it's a little like she's a little weakened, like you can see that her hand's shaking more like from the physical strain. And so you're in the process of winning and she's like, I don't think I'm gonna get it all the same way, but I can do this. And then she kind of wiggles her fingers and your arm locks in place where that ring is. And the ring, like you can move your elbow, but your hand and where the ring is, the ring is not wanting to budge.
Why does she like this?
Well, she told her to do it again.
Ring instead of a movable rod.
Let's have it.
So there is a spell called Immovable Object. What were your arcane?
17.
So that's enough.
16.
So having seen it twice now, you know that there's a level 2 transmutation with spell called Immovable Object that locks an object in place
I
that's
have
less
not
than
thought
10
about
pounds.
that spell in a long time.
Yeah, it's like the wild mount. It's
Yeah,
in the-
never mind.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
is it okay? I'm sorry. And she blinks again and it releases. All right. So what are the rest of you doing while this arm wrestling? I think I need to rest now.
No, that's okay.
Can I look around for either the bracer or any cool magic items?
I will be doing the same. So I'm just about to say that.
Okay. You look around, make a perception check.
Can I do investigation as, going around? Because investigation is also.
Roll an investigation check.
Alright, shit. Oh, you can do it.
I'll stick to perception.
Okay.
Ooh, 27.
Okay, we'll do perception first.
14.
Okay. And you're looking around for things of value?
Yeah, well, specifically magic items,
Either-
but I'm not specifying.
Wouldn't it be
bracelet,
nice
but
if you
other
could cast
exists.
detect magic at will without expending a spell slot?
Wait, I can cast.
If only you had said you were doing that.
Yeah.
So anyways, you look around with a 14. Actually, this is strangely a fairly humble abode. Like the table is very simply designed. There are even the throw pillars, like they're not like silk throw pillows on the floor. They're not burlap, but they're not soft. And even as you kind of peek, it's like there's this foyer of about 10 square feet, and then there's a dining room of about 10 to 15 square feet, and that's kind of where the arm wrestling is happening. And a couple other guards are posted on either side of the table, and by the front door, you guys are kind of in this middle area. Around the corner is the kitchen. And so with a 14, you're seeing all of this is fairly straightforward.
Sorry, I'd also like to specify them, not just like magic, just culturally significant looking things, like
Okay.
something that I could put in a museum
Oh yeah.
if I wanted to.
As you look around, as you investigate with a 27, you are rifling under pillows. You're starting to like tap the table in weird ways to look for compartments. And as you go to step into the kitchen and start opening drawers, the paladin that's posted kind of at the kitchen is like, hey, no, like this isn't, what are you doing?
Having a look.
No.
Remarkably honest.
He puts
I've been in here before with the high cleric.
he puts his sword at your chest.
Do you know who I am?
I don't care
I
who
am-
you
I
this
am
isn't your
the
house.
Lord
You don't get to just poke around
I am the
the
who are you,
cleric's house.
peasant? Step away from me.
And with that, because you didn't say you were doing it stealthily. So the rest of you are. This altercation has occurred, and you all hear it. It's now interrupted the conversation with all of them. And Penny is still standing, kind of half by the door, watching everything after the hug, and the incarnate is out in the hall. But what do you all do as you hear the Duke start to get riled up at this paladin who is holding a sword at his chest?
Cast command
On me?
on you.
Yes.
And what's the save? And what's the command?
What is it?
Don't do it on the paladin.
Do it on him.
It's too late. He already said.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And that would be metagaming to go further than that.
Wisdom saving throw.
Make us a wisdom
Wait.
saving throw.
What's
Never
the?
What?
No effect on undead. Oh, you got lucky.
Okay.
What were
So
you
anybody else doing anything?
Command drops, so you stop making a fuss about things.
Okay,
I'm
so
having
he's
a
making
plan.
it fast.
So anybody else doing anything?
Leave me to my device.
I'm actually going to take this opportunity while everybody's distracted. What's wrong? Goldman's making a great distraction. Clearly, this was intended. I want to see if I can find anything that might give any indication of like Galara's origin, like.
Are you rifling through stuff too?
Yeah, I'll rip
So,
stuff, obviously.
You can't get past the kitchen. There's just
Yeah,
because these two are there.
That's gonna be
So you in the foyer and in the dining room.
Are there like any books or anything?
Did you make an investigation or perception check?
Sure can. Let's hear it. Okay, let's go. It's probably not gonna be good. I don't know. 18.
Okay. So in this foyer area and around the dining room table are
Books, pictures, anything like that.
a series. There's a bunch of small paintings.
Ah.
And it seems to be, and some of them are of Galara and the cleric of Sunstrider. You can see there are other paintings that are Galara and Penny, Galara and Steffi, and a couple others that people that you don't really recognize. And then there's a whole there's one big painting in the main foyer area that has what appears to be 10 different people, some of them in varying forms of Lathander garb, and a few of them you recognize. So you recognize at least 4 of them as Galara and Penny and Sephi and Eldrin. And then there's like 6 more in this crowd.
How old does it look like these paintings are?
Maybe.
A history check?
A history check.
Yeah. Art history.
Is that history?
It's art
Yeah,
history.
sure, we'll try
Art
that.
history.
I feel like it's probably insight more, but we'll go with this.
I mean, I would prefer it to be history. 12? It's not very good.
Older than this week. Older than a year. You can tell, you know what, you can tell. Some of them she looks much younger. She looks like a smaller child.
Okay. So
Especially in the one-on-one portraits.
Okay, so she's aged.
But with the 12, it's hard to distinguish between, and there's a lot of commotion, and this is all happening very quickly.
I'm not that queued up on art history. I don't notice the slight variations of brushstroke.
Giblet, your best friend, the good Duke, is starting to rile up the paladin. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's happening like within 5 feet. It's like right there. Behind Galara. Like you and Galara were kind of facing off and the kitchen was behind her. And so you're looking past her and seeing the good Duke and the paladin fighting. Or arguing.
I'm gonna turn to Galara and go, he always causes trouble, man.
See, and that's why I told you I'm not. See, if the paladin weren't here, who's to say that I shouldn't have, like,
No, you
this
were-
is
you
why
were
there are
always smart.
rules.
I would not trust him at all.
Turn undead, turn undead.
Is it time for Turn Undead again? It's been 24 hours.
It has been, and I can.
So, with that, that's about all the time that you all would have to react. Good Duke, you are blustering and vocal. What else? Anything else?
Put that thing down. I'm just trying to admire the fine triangle.
Once you go sit down at the dining room table next
I will
to
not.
as a guest, well then you can certainly leave, sir.
I will not do that either.
Can leave.
Once again, I outrank you. I am no
What's the
villain.
next character idea, by the way?
Deception?
Just curious.
It's not deceptive. It's not.
You believe you outrank him.
It's not. It's true. A duke is above a sergeant.
On the as I said, you believe you outrank him.
All right. Do you want me to do something?
Do a persuasion check.
Don't give him that.
Now he's gonna roll no less than 21.
I wish there was an anti-
27.
See?
The DC was 25.
Oh.
Oh, they-
That still gave him really good odds of passing.
I know.
I wish there was an anti-guidance.
Anti-guidance.
But that's but I can't fudge the skill check to accommodate his skill. Then that's not fair. So. It is a situation where because of his abilities, like he is unique, he's using his abilities well. The paladin will say, "You don't have to sit down, and you may outrank me, but you do need to remove yourself from the kitchen, sir. This is disrespectful of the head cleric." And I don't like you in there. That's my kitchen, and I just cleaned it up, and I still have a few dishes left, and I'm a little embarrassed about the dishes. So can you please go back over there so that we can keep, or you can come sit next to me. Like, you don't have to be in there.
I'll go sit next to you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm glad that didn't. I'm glad he didn't like have to cut you into pieces or anything. And then I didn't want to have to help if he cut.
Can I help Pilar?
Other people have to change the
Can I help you with your dishes?
Oh, you don't have to do that. That's so sweet.
I would like to help finish the dishes.
I'm supposed to allow people to be kind to me, so you can. Yeah. So if you just don't, if you, it's just in there, and if you know, I've got the soapy water in there.
Soapy water?
Yeah.
Okay.
How far away
Do you
is
have a
the table?
stool? Do you have a stool?
You can pull up a chair from the dining room. Yeah. Because otherwise, I mean, you know, a little kid, it would be like this otherwise. But yeah, you can pull a chair.
How far away from the table is the like paintings and anything?
So it's a 15-foot room,
Like right
square
there.
room, and it's like the table's in the middle, and there's like 3 feet behind on either side. Because it's a fairly good sized table.
I'm gonna turn to Galar and point at the big painting. What's this painting of here?
Oh, that was a very special day when all of my friends were here. When I got, you see, we have this ritual where you put someone under the water and they come back up, and it's a symbolic thing.
It's baptism. I feel that you ceremony for that, yes.
See, the Russian formalists in literary study call this defamiliarization. It's describing something using different words.
Okay.
Yes, it's a baptismal style thing. Moving on. So,
I
yeah,
didn't
so
pay for your class.
I can get you some holy water.
I don't get to teach that in my class. That's the funny thing.
Alright, anyway.
Anyways, that would be a literature class, and I don't teach that. I can, but I don't.
Anyway, so she got baptized, so it's her baptism.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with it. I'm just gonna hold his hand.
The one on the back? Or?
Oh yeah, the one on the back. I'm gonna use it like a freaking child.
Do you stand like near him, like behind him at the chair?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I hold his hand.
They're trying to talk.
Meanwhile,
I see that out of the corner of my
yeah,
eye.
so he just holds the hand back here. So, yeah, so that was, and so you can see Aunt Sephi, and you can see Penny, and the rest of my friends, and that sort of thing. My papa's there too, of course. And then the theater's in the back, like, and it's got like the stained glass picture of.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like. Wait, does she look younger in this picture? Does she look younger in this one?
Yes. So she looks like 8 or 9 years old in that one. Oh, and
How long ago? Oh no.
And his name is what does he like to be called? He doesn't like my name. Why are names so hard? I feel like I've been over this.
Actually, I actually don't think
so.
we've
He
been
doesn't like when I
introduced.
call him Grampy because people get concerned, like they don't understand. It's complicated. But she points at a very beefy looking sort of orcish gentleman.
Okay.
Who seems to be wearing more clothes than he feels comfortable in. Like if you guys know Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah.
So you know how like Terry, the sergeant,
Yeah.
like all of his shirt, like his bodybuilder physique in too tight shirt.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what he looks like. But if you made him an orc
needs a
with
better tailor.
greenish yellow skin, yellowish skin.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's Grampy.
That's who she's like. Yeah. So
And
Yeah, I know this
who
guy.
So he's your father's father then?
No, it's complicated. He's not Papa's Papa. But I get to but when it's just us, I get to call him Granny.
And how long ago was this event? I mean,
Oh, it's been years.
like how many in say between 1 and 100?
Well, it's definitely not 100. That's a lot of years.
Well, some people.
I mean, it's more than one for sure.
Well, yeah, I could tell that. Oh yeah, I don't actually think we've been acquainted.
Oh, hi. That's right. I'm.
Galara, yes.
Yeah, Galara. How'd you know my name?
Well, it's been said several times.
And that's true.
Yeah. And I have
What's your
Giblet's
name?
friend, Oz.
Oz, it's nice to meet you. There was so much going on. I didn't really give you time, and I'm sorry. That makes me a bad hostess. I'm so sorry, you all.
No, please. It's not your fault. It's our belligerent companion. He's a little uncouth.
That's okay. I got him under control now.
Yeah, that.
And like playfully dangling his hand on the back of his head.
Almost just take his hand back. He's not just letting you do that.
You're like, I picture the arm like wrapping around like it's like a long tail scarf kind of thing, but it's a bone hand, and it's like patting yourself on the back. Anyway, that's just how I'm imagining it.
Yeah, he's uncouth at times.
Well, that's certainly one way to have a companion.
If you need an adventuring
But
party,
well, he did sit down, and it's nice to meet you, or nice to. Have I met you before? We've met briefly. That's right. I agree. He seems like he could be trouble.
At times.
Yeah. So what did you come to visit about? Because did you want to arm wrestle too? I'm not sure I have enough strength to arm wrestle. You don't seem to have any muscle meat on your bones at all.
No, I do not.
sorry.
Very interesting. Can I look? And she like tries to. She's like trying to look at your forearm. And like look through the radial and the is it ulna and radial?
She's like rolling up his sleeve.
Is it? Do you have?
Yeah,
full
his sleeves.
She would look at whatever. She would be trying to look at whatever exposed bones you have. It's so interesting.
The only exposed I have is my
Oh,
head.
the one on the back.
Yeah, my head,
Head arm.
back head, and
So wherever it is, she's like reaching for it and trying to like play and turn and inspect.
My battery died. I'm gonna go get.
It's usually polite to ask people before you start grabbing them, Galara.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was sitting next to me. It was like, I just thought it was right there.
Perhaps if you ask nicely, he'd agree.
Didn't I ask?
No, you just
went
grabbed him.
I thought I said, can I look?
Yeah,
And
you
then you
grabbed
went and
him
grabbed
as you
Oh, you're
asked.
right. That was so wrong of me. I'm so sorry. I feel like I didn't get people's names, and
I said that's okay. I did it too, but I'm not apologizing.
maybe that's what it was. Because you're right. He touched your hand first. I'm sorry. I just read. I must have like interpreted social cues with my mind and didn't even realize that would be wrong.
Well, it doesn't seem like you get much exposure to strangers often. So.
Not strangers, no. It's and that's very, very intentional. It's important.
That you don't interact with strangers?
Yeah, it's good.
It's gonna mimic.
Do you mind if I ask why?
You can always ask.
Why?
Well, for safety. Mine and the temples and yeah.
I see. Thank you.
Make a
Oh, so you said they
what was it? Make it this is like survival check. It'd be the same kind of skill you'd use to make a campfire or
True.
whatnot.
That's true.
Or to bury your people in the woods.
Kind of
To
survival.
washing the dishes.
I picked survival for this campaign, and I realized it is the wrong skill.
Well,
You should have washed the dishes.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. It's not your fault. It's my fault for picking it.
It's like choosing a ranger when you're going on a seafaring trip. A 22, yes. You do an excellent job with the dishes.
I'd say above average.
They are well cleaned and you manage to
Do I notice anything like yeah,
like what?
like anything like Like, I don't know, just
It is a
anything out
clean,
of-
orderly. It is a clean, orderly kitchen with very minimal dust. And you manage to be able to find where things are placed. And it seems very humble. Except that the cabinets are made of a very durable and probably expensive hardwood.
Nice.
So you've disguised that you sent the amulet, right?
Yeah.
I can see that he doesn't have the amulet.
You could make a perception check.
Can't I just see it with either Olivia's blind sight or mine?
You could make a perception check.
I guess that's true. I wouldn't necessarily do that.
Check since I've been trying to get it.
As you come back and sit down at the table, you can make a perception check with advantage.
Well, actually, here's.
Can I get mine?
I meant to give this to you earlier.
Of course you did.
It's not gonna be a perception. It's gonna be an investigation check.
But why? But you didn't.
It's gonna
do
be an
that.
investigation check.
You didn't do that till after I asked.
Well, because I didn't want to interrupt you.
I don't want to interrupt you. You should. You did. You did.
Max, that's brilliant.
It's gonna be an investigation check.
What? I didn't want to
It's gonna be an investigation.
I have pretty good Can I?
No, I said perception.
But with the
But
it's
he
investigation.
said
The
it before.
thing.
He said it before.
Can I do investigation?
That's what the.
Can I
rule
do
is.
investigation?
I have said perception, and but I'm tracking.
Can I do
It'll be fine.
Can I do
Um,
investigation though?
Because they're only so.
It's completely. Perception is like spotting something out of your corner, and investigation is like looking and trying to see.
Investigation is using your hands to touch, and
Not
neither.
necessarily.
Neither-
It's like looking for clues.
It's better for you if it's perception.
It is, but it should be investigation for me.
Not for me. It isn't.
What were the rolls?
I haven't rolled anything yet. Can I get advantage? Can I get advantage since I have
You
two-
don't get
I
advantage.
have 2 levels of. I have the blind sight from Olivia and the.
It doesn't help you see magic items though.
Yeah, but it does see like outline and stuff because it's.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Make you roll anything about
Can I do
I got a
investigation?
26.
it. Just roll your die because
No
no
matter
matter 2
what,
it doesn't matter, right?
Huh?
Just roll the die. What's the raw score first?
26.
Fuck me.
That's why I had you roll. What'd you have?
1.
A 1. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's investigation, perception, whether. Oh wait, it does matter if you would have advantage. So roll again.
Come on. 17.
Okay.
If it's investigation, that's a 23.
What's the investigation for your stuff?
If I were
Okay.
a
Doesn't matter. If it's perception, it's 17.
that's right.
Do you want to know if it was investigation, what might it be? It'd be a 20 if it was investigation.
20 versus 25.
20 versus 26.
Okay. The 26, as you sit across from him, looking at him like where's pining after the amulet. It is as shiny as ever, or whatever. It has the Lathander symbol out. That's what Giblet sees.
Okay.
If you're advocating that yours is an investigation, what does Oz do to investigate beyond a look?
Give your magic eye.
That's what I was gonna say. I was
And
like, focus really hard with that
I
eye.
guess not.
I guess if I.
If it's just visual, that's really just perception, right, Garen?
Am I gonna have to?
I honestly don't know. Like I have the persuasion and
Perception versus
and investigation. The DM's guide says something about it, but I don't remember what it says.
I mean,
And I'm sorry.
I guess I
Maybe
could.
you're the one who chose to go back to stay at the ship. I can't help this. You're just continuing to work diligently and check in on people.
I'm gonna use my.
You're
heart
building
for
morale
it,
for
but
the like that's
I am the holding this whole group together.
He's our HR.
I know, and it's like you know, because of your work on the crew, like there is definitely some benefit happening on the
Trip and fall.
with
Yeah,
the
I don't think Oz would just like reach out and grab something somebody's wearing.
Would you send Olivia?
Ooh, I could have Olivia go for it and make an excuse for it. I don't want to leave Olivia like that. She can leave if she doesn't like things that I'm doing. I think.
I swear I'm trying to get us to some sort of cinematic moment here, but we're not. We're just enjoying it's just so fun to tell this
I
story.
don't want. I was just gonna just reach out and grab somebody.
Reach out and touch.
Is there any way?
Fake a trip and go.
That's what I was about to say. I wonder, could I like
Without
fake
any
it?
more.
I was gonna say I think I'd also have to roll performance
Yeah,
for that,
yeah,
presumably. Can I fake a trip?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. This is gonna be Oz doing something stupid to try and.
Hey, but put it this way: being clumsy is not out of character.
Actually, yeah, this is completely in character.
So, performance.
Performance.
Yes, but
That's a nat 20. So that's a 24. Didn't I have to roll performance to dance too?
So,
Oz should have been far.
yeah. So,
This is the best trip.
that does make your investigation successful. As you so would it be so? What is it? So describe how this like you were sitting down or were you standing up?
Standing.
Okay,
Just like
so you
came
go
over
to,
to
like-
the table to talk to Galara.
You're gonna go and try and sit down near.
Like, you know how I tried to stand up earlier, nobody saw this, but when I tried to stand up earlier, I like fell. It's like that, but in reverse. Yeah, earlier when I. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, nobody saw that.
Nobody
but yeah,
saw
I
that.
saw
Yeah. Nobody saw that.
Nobody important saw that except for Meadow.
That was important.
You.
That was what I did there. See.
Oh no, you're important too, Greg.
Aw, I have that on tape. Anyway, let's just go replay.
Over again.
I'm gonna say everybody is important in all of these.
Sorry, that's derailing.
Yeah, so it's like that in reverse, trying to sit, but like falling. I guess
It's very
in
believable.
Goldman's direction.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to get. It's like you're trying to find a seat, and you're asking about the painting, and you're like pointing at the painting as you fall over.
Yeah.
And you realize that as you touch his chest, you're used to feeling muscles there, and it's just all bone and like double-breasted suit padding or whatever. But there's definitely no physical object where there's supposed to visibly
Yeah,
there's
that's what I
supposed to be
thought.
an amulet. But Giblet doesn't know that.
No.
Yeah.
with her perception, could she see Jackie do that?
Oh yeah, how good? What was your perception?
My perception was
26.
26. Could I
Jackie's hand would Jackie's hand go through the how to disguise as effect?
Yeah, I think so.
What is it?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
with a 26, you see her hand go through what looks like the amulet, as if it's not there. It kind of shimmers around her hand.
Okay. Who wants to do nothing with that information?
Yeah, I was
Cool.
gonna say, I think we all decided to do nothing with that.
Well,
But no,
Max, that was so clever. That was so clever, Max.
But outside, I'm not.
You know, I've had that note for like the last hour.
Without
I've just been
without the
waiting for him to give
investigation, if it had only been
You
perception,
really got it with
like, there's
investigation.
no way it would have worked, in my opinion. Okay, so with that,
Oh, my apologies.
well, it seems like you all, I mean, it is late. It is getting late. Is it?
Yeah,
yes?
clearly I'm
Is
tired.
there a bathroom in here?
Yes, but maybe it's just that time that you all like. I know, but I do have some things, and I do need to get rest. I have it's almost past my bedtime, and I have a ritual I need to go through, and so I think it's probably time that you all should leave now. Yeah.
So, Galar, I would like to assume we're friends now, right?
Oh, for sure.
You know, like friends have sleepovers.
Shut the fuck up.
And I'm friends with
That sounds
everybody
like so much
in your
fun.
house, and I trust me, and
That sounds like so much fun, but I am not allowed to do that.
what if we wait
so-
until he gets? What if we wait till?
I think what we can do is we can plan on having it tomorrow or when we're no longer in like high alert, because then the safety and stuff and my curfew.
Safety
And,
numbers.
I know, but I
Who's better than one?
so make a persuasion check.
I believe in you, Giblet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could I assist her in like, and Giblet could even protect you?
Giblet is a accomplished
Is it
player.
like from PDI, which is, let's say,
You can have advantage.
Oh, okay. 15.
That is not high enough to convince her. She will continue to use the same arguments and then see. I loved having you all here. It was so wonderful, and thank you so much for getting Seffi here. And Penny, how did you stay quiet in the corner this whole time? Goodness.
So you did not
And she'll-
defend like okay.
Listen, you. You're not wrong, Jack.
How Galar will see Oliver.
What?
Oliver. No, I haven't shown her Oliver.
No,
We're
maybe
doing
we.
work.
Anyways, so she's running over to Penny. Penny, it's so nice. It was so nice to see you again. I'm so glad you look.
No, I was just the son.
Yeah, what should I get?
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, what was thinking about your
Well,
conversation?
and that was kind of a moment where she went over to Penny and she realized Penny's standing there and she stops mid sentence. Penny, you look so. And then she realized, Penny, were you crying? Like she could see the dried tears, salt stains and stuff on her eyes and everything. And are you okay?
Did the incarnate come with?
I said it's out.
Okay.
It stayed out. Yeah.
We should have introduced them. Nah, next time.
I'm Kolar, it's fine. I had a moment earlier and it was really good. And that's all. But no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Are you sure? She'll give her a hug and I'm fine. It's fine. All right. Well, it was good to see you, and you all should totally check in about. You should talk with my papa about scheduling that sleepover. At least maybe Penny and Giblet for sure. And the rest of you, I mean, it's just a little different. We're still getting to know each other.
I'm not a sleepover fan. Yeah, that's different. I was assigned.
That's more
Out of context, we're going to ignore that out of context. So, moving on. So, with that, do you all leave?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Two people would come over into the door.
Yeah,
Oh, that's why you wanted to stick around.
So,
doing this exact
We
motion.
can ask Clippy.
I want to know from both sides.
You sending.
Go.
Who's that so much?
it's an amazing spell. It's an underrated, powerful, strangely powerful spell.
I feel silly for not taking it. Yeah.
But anyways, so you all kind of shuffle out. The paladins will shuffle you out. Do you try and meander through the temple in hopes of finding the two, or do you go straight back to the ship?
I head straight back.
I want to yell at the guard that tries to sort of. He believes I'm his superior. So I'm gonna let him know that I'm gonna talk to the captain or whatever, his captain about this.
You make an intimidation check. Because you are threatening, not persuading.
I haven't thought
The rhetorical content of your message is a threat.
Oh, we're not playing anymore.
We shifted.
Okay.
But you're still welcome to hang out because we all think you're cool.
That is. Yeah, we're hitting apparently a big combat thing with him, so we're putting that.
You put your mind soul.
Yeah, I'm tired. Just want to go.
Yeah.
Do you not
Yeah.
have a
They've been leaning toward like an 8 o'clock lately. I think.
14.
And you were to intimidate? Nope.
I'm just letting him know. Okay, I'm still here. Who's captain?
He kind of stands and takes it, has his arm. He does the soldier stance with arm behind his thing and like.
Okay.
It's like me when I was in retail and people be like, I want to.
Yeah. It has very much that feel. Very much that retail.
That might
These gloves and retail worker. I've been through this before.
Goldman's a character.
Yeah.
Who
Who is his captain?
Do you know?
I would have asked like, what yelling at him.
He wouldn't respond.
You wouldn't respond?
His role was high enough to where he doesn't feel compelled to respond by your.
I mean, he does know I'm his superior. I'll just go direct.
No.
I got his name.
You were persuasive enough to get him to not automatically kick you out. That doesn't mean he believes you're his superior in the sense that you do.
I did get his name. It's like,
I'm not helping. Aramel.
Wait, was that the guard that was pointing the? Aramel was the one who knocked on the door. Was that the one who was pointing the sword at him?
It was on from Milk Squad.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know that I had decided, but we're gonna make it easier on me by saying it's the same one. Because having the same NPC, you know, that's we write that into our TV show.
No.
Right, okay.
I was just saying. I was
He's not cop number 2, 3, or 4.
like, God.
He's so with that, we will end with you all traipsing back to the airship in whatever fashion. Follow with Penny and the multiple guards. Griffin. The guards have gone off after their conversation. With the Griffin and Carney and Penny kind of following you all back to the ship.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I said Penny and the Incarnate could come with us.
Yes. So we'll call it there. As you kind of, it's not walking off into the sunset, but it is kind of moseying through town. Actually, you all. So the visual is you all like moseying down the hallway, and in the distance, the hallway leads to a room with like a big glass thing of Lathander with the dawn happening. So you're not walking it off into the sunset, but there is a red sun of glass in front of you. But you're walking into the sunrise.
Until